we have to put this story at the end. Refugees has to be refugees. If there are few Nuer that are citizens of the Ethiopia, nobody can say you cannot be a citizen of Ethiopia. I can be a citizen of Uganda by naturalization. If I've been in Uganda for more than 20 years and the Ugandan government accepted that, you have the right. But I have no right to go to Tororo, where the Japadora are living, and claim that this land belongs to us. No. I have no right to go to Mbarara, or I have no right to go to Nyanza district, or by this case in Migori, and say it's because my father died here, so I have right to say that this land belongs to us. This is not how you claim the land rights. Okay, the rules are there. But what they're doing is that through their leadership, if you have, Riek Machar was in Gambella when he initiated the fight in 2013. Nobody has an idea. He has a passport of Ethiopia. He has a passport of British. This is the same Riek Machar that has been creating system to make sure that the Nuer are actually being naturalized in Ethiopia and under the refugee camp in Gambella. In the 1970s, the Nuer did not leave the camp. All the South Sudanese in 1991, when the Dergi regime fell, in the 1991, all the South Sudanese refugees were relocated to Kakuma. Myself, I grew in Kakuma. We left Pinyudo, which is the refugee camp, from Ethiopia. We trekked by foot, we came to Kenya, and we stayed there. But the Nuer refused to leave. Why? It's because they want to establish something. Okay? Most of the Nuer did not leave the Anuak land. So you ask yourself a question again. How come most refugees of the Southern Sudan region are left and they have all relocated to Kenya when the government of Dergi regime was failing in Ethiopia? Only Nuer remained there. So as I conclude, KP, I'm not trying to instigate a fight. Understanding the roots of the problem actually makes it very simple for us to be able to solve the case. If we don't talk about the roots of the problem, how do we go to the solution? If you ask the Nuer where the problem is, they will never tell you exactly where the problem is. They will tell you, that land belongs to us. And come on, Google can be created. You can just initiate to put a story in the Google and say, we have been here. But all of us who have been in the media, we know that.
Yeah, Peter Okello, you said that the Nuer do not have a single central leadership system, right? Do they?
They do not have a central leadership system. So, they believe in witchcraft.
So then how do they communicate to roll out this North Nation ideology if there's no centralized leadership system?
That's a very good question. Now,
because the North Nation must have a centralized center of command.
The North Nation is
you call them of God, by the way. I don't think.
No, it's not. It's not. The North Nation is an ideology that they derived from the Ngundeng philosophy. And the Ngundeng is one of their, I don't know whether it's a witchcraft or the witch doctor that believe that the land of the Nuer would expand over years. And with that expansion, it's being predicted that from the center of the Nuer, from Bentiu, scratched to the eastern part of Sudan, southern region, to Ethiopia. Now, every leader of Nuer, and by leader I mean anybody that assumed a power through a government system, and this is tied above. If you looked at how they work, they actually have a network including into the leadership in Southern Sudan, in South Sudan, so to speak. So these Nuer leaders in South Sudan, they tie together with the leaders in Ethiopia, and they work hand in hand. So whatever is being done, if you look at the traditional leaders of Nuer, actually do not have much voice. I mean, problem of this kind was supposed to be easily solved by the Nuer traditional leaders. They were not able to solve that. They are not. They're not able to solve that. A mere simple way. Why is Nuer not coexisting with their neighbors? Just ask a simple question. Why?
Okay.
I will stop there.
I want to respond.
Yeah, but I know you guys have questions for sure. But tonight I wanted to just talk about what exactly is being done to a solution. You said there were some meetings in Addis Ababa. Do you have minutes? Do you know the outcome?
I'll send you the report, KP. I'll send you the report.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Hey, I think my Nuer brothers really have something to say. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I thought you wanted me to talk, isn't it?
Yeah. If they can respond quick, then we come to Gam. Let them respond.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, the reason we are here is because we can say we are intellectual people,
Okay.
and I can thank you, my brother KP,
Mm-hmm.
for the way you are
Mm-hmm.
addressing this issue.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we are the future. I can say we are the future of the East African people.
Yes, that's right.
Instead of calling ourselves by tribe, we are the modern people.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the things that our brothers Peter Okello mentioned them. In Ethiopia, there is a refugee in Somali, Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
Somali, Ethiopia. There is a refugee in Somali, Ethiopia. The way that they live under the federal government of the Ethiopian and the UN and the UN rule and the regulation. Again, there is a refugee in Tigray from the Eritrea.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there is a refugee from the Benshangul region, which is the northwestern part of the Ethiopia.
Ask him, are the Somali refugees fighting? Are they fighting anybody? Are they claiming lands?
Okay. I think he got the question, so he will answer.
Okay, I will come to your call. I will answer you. Don't disturb me, man.
Okay. Go ahead.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
it is not only Gambella it is not only Gambella that have a refugee under the Ethiopian government.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 4 regions or 4 provinces, they have a refugee. Secondly, Anua by themselves, they are refugee in Finidu. The Finidu they are mentioned, they are refugee there from Pichale. Pichale, I think, is the land of South Sudan. Including you said now. They are refugees there.
Mm-hmm.
But the cause of the problem is not a refugee, because the refugee came recently. If they say that the Nuer chased them from Nasser, is there a refugee there in Nasser? When Nuer chased them there, no refugee. But as my conclusion, they are a community that live without rule. Because if they have a rule, let's say now, those who are in a rural area, so they have a boundaries. In Gambella, there is a 3 region. Within this 3 region, they have a boundaries with a Nuer zone. Anuak zone have a boundary with Nuer zone. But they can fight locally instead of fighting in a town. The case of the Hanya, it is not related to the case that they are raising. It is because of the refugee. It is not the facts. That is the reason that I said before, there has been a meeting that held today in Gambella, but still there will be no solution. It is because they caused, but at the last they say that no have a problem for the thing that they caused. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. There anyone with a question for Peter Okello?
I wanted to respond to him, by the way. He said.
Okay, make it short.
KP, you can give me a...
Yeah, I will give everyone a chance. No problem.
Let Uncle talk, King, then we will.
So if you want to respond, you have a question, you keep it short.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, we talked a little bit about the solution yesterday. I pointed out certain issues that should be addressed. That should be, focused on so that the problem is solved by the way. Brother, to be honest with you, the problem that is now happening in Gambella would never be solved. I mean, yeah, it's not okay to say never, but at least that's what I see. Because the thing is, the problem is not even, what we were talking about. Like, it was not even because of the refugee. It has something to do with the history that Anyuak are talking about at the moment. Imagine refugees, the new refugee at the moment are reallocated to another location. Another question would arise from Anyuak. They would demand that all Nuer that are in Gambela should relocate somewhere else. Either they say they should remain Ethiopian citizens, but they should not stay where they are staying at the moment because they think where they are staying belong to Anyuak.
Okay.
That's where the problem lies, brother. The thing is, my brother talked about the fact that Nuer are in conflict with different people, with different ethnic groups, their neighbors. He talked about the fact that Nuer are in conflict with Shuluk. By the way, brother, if you are not informed, Shuluk are also in conflict with the Dinka that are their neighbors. Malakal belonged to Shuluk, but it has been at the moment changed to Dinka land. Was it a Nuer who did that? It's a problem that remain unsolved at the moment. Go to Morley that you talked about. Morley have been in conflict with everyone. They have been fighting with the people of Eastern Equatoria. They have been fighting with the Dinka of Jonglei. They have been fighting with the Nuer of Jonglei. They have been fighting with everyone, including you, the Anyuak in Buma administrative area. They have been fighting you. So this narrative that Nuer are this kind of people that fight everyone is something that you just want to put out there so that you try to paint them as people that are aggressive, people that are not peaceful, which is not the case. By the way, I agree with the fact that, let me be fair here. We the Nilote, the Nilotic people, including our other brothers, our other tribes that are with us, we have a culture of conflict, by the way. It's not even attributed to one ethnic group. We tend to solve problems using violence. It's not just something that has something to do with Nuer alone. It's how all of us. Because if you were peaceful, as peaceful as you talked about, there would never be a killing, that unaliving that are taking place in different places, including South Sudan at the moment. You talk about Akobo. Do you even know what happened in Akobo at the time? Why people were fighting in Akobo? It was because anytime someone goes somewhere to collect firewood, that person disappears. A few days later, his body would be discovered somewhere, and people would wonder who unalived that person, People even, your people even often to analyze, a tribal chief, Nuer tribal chief. Try to find that out on the internet. That was the cause, that you even goes to, go to the level of, cutting, taking off someone's heat so that he's not identified as Nuer or Anyuak.
Yeah.
Those are the things that you do not even talk about.
Yeah, I have a question for you because I also want us to move quicker. Is it true that Ngundeng prophesies that the Nuer land will expand? Is this a fallacy? Is it an ideology that's carried through?
Brother, anyone that is saying Ngundeng has been prophesying about Nuer land is lying.
Okay, because I see the Nuer people saying it in the comment section.
Yeah, the thing is, I, the person that is talking to you at the moment, I don't believe in any kind of prophetic, prophecy or something. I don't believe in those things. Ngundeng did not even prophesy about the Nuer land. He prophesied about South Sudan. That was his focus. A Dinka could even tell you the same thing, He didn't prophesy about the fact that Nuer would expand and go somewhere. That's not true.
So North Nation, Roll North is a fallacy. It's not an ideology that's actually...
Roll North is something created by someone who lives in the United States. It has nothing to do with all Nuer, by the way. I don't even support it myself.
Okay.
Not everyone supports it. What's the point of the Roll North? What is it, by the way? It's something that, they take points from elsewhere, put them together so that they accuse Nuer of being bad people, by the way.
Okay.
This is not true, brother Okello. You have to be honest to yourself. We have to focus on the solution. We shouldn't be creating stories.
Yeah, though this is mentioned by Nuer in the comment section about Ngundeng. But anyway, I think now we go to Gamb. Could you tell us what is being done from the Anyuak side? What is being done right now towards a solution? Are you coordinating with the leaders? Are you reaching out to your Nuer brothers at whatever level of leadership? Is this happening?
Thank you, KP. Actually, I think maybe let me say some few suggestions as to how we can go forward. This is the 5th day today, discussing the same issue. And if we are to move forward, I think we need to, probably you as a moderator, you need to control what is to be said and what is not to be said.
Yeah, that's why I only want you to talk about what is being done toward a solution, not history, not who is bad, not who is good, because
what we are now, because this issue I mentioned yesterday, it is very difficult to solve because there are so many actors and also so many assumptions in place. Having said that, maybe if I may have some few remarks, the issue is how to solve this problem is just to go into the root cause of all these problems. And the issue of this bus attack on the road or whatever, these are symptoms. They are not the root cause. And normally, actually, if the bus is being attacked on the road, there is a reason why. Probably in one of the villages, the Anywa and the Nuer might have fought over something, or even someone is killed. As a result, this manifests on the road. What is now the cause, what other people assume that is the cause of the current conflict in Gambella. But in reality, I think there is a deep-rooted cause related to refugees, which some people still continue to deny. But yesterday and the day before yesterday, there were very constructive debate and discussions on this issue, where some of the Nuer actually understand and agree that the issue of refugees relocation is probably a way forward. Now, having said that, this issue is not something new. The cycle of violence in Gambella has always been going on. Before this new administration came into power, through unconstitutionalism, where the elected people of Gambella were not involved in electing these leaders in power now, but it was the Abiy Ahmed who appointed them directly. By the way, one of them, the deputy governor, who is a Nuer now, is not even elected by the Nuer himself. He was just brought from nowhere and then appointed as a deputy governor. Secondly, the current president, the lady, Alamitu, or Arieto Mot, she was not elected for the council of Gambella. She was appointed, she was elected for the parliament. Now, as we speak in Gambella, the Ainua don't have a voice in the Ethiopian parliament, just simply because she was removed from there and then taken to Gambella to lead Gambella. So, whatever discussion is going on, before that, I think there were 2 years conflict between these two communities, the Anuak and the Nuer. And every time they sit, the discussion is that let's have peace, let people come together, let's build peace together. But they don't talk about root causes. They don't talk about the Anuak suffering of the land, the Anuak displacement, the Nuer invasion, the Nuer occupation, coming and taking the Anuak land. They don't talk about the suffering of the Anuak since 1956, when refugees came into Gambella. This issue has never been discussed. They don't talk about how the economy of the Anuaks have been destroyed because of refugees. The Anuaks are very industrious. They are farmers, and they have always been farming. In 1983, when SPLA came into Gambella, the population of refugees were too many, and the humanitarian assistance were too big for them. Can you imagine that a sack of maize dropped to 3 Ethiopian birr? Even sometimes when they can throw it away. Humanitarian assistance was too much for the refugees, and the refugee was selling food. So that discouraged the Anuak to farm. Also, the refugees themselves also, destroyed the Anuak culture. So the Anuaks are people who, have a very strong cultural values in terms of how to discipline children, in terms of how to, to discipline girls and so forth. So that has been destroyed because of refugees. So all these stories, all this suffering of the Anuak, all destruction that is caused by refugees' presence in Gambela has never been discussed. Now, when such kind of things goes on, what the Ethiopian government does is just to make sure that there is a relative stability coming back, like what is happening now. Those meetings that they are talking about, they are so just to bring these people back. The government is continuing arresting individuals for the sake of defending themselves.
Okay.
So those are not solutions.
So what exactly is being done now toward the solution? Is there any?
At the moment, there is that discussions that people need to come back, need to talk. But I think this problem has reached to a very high degree, where there has to be a solution. If we say there is a solution, we need to talk about what we are talking about here, about the land issue, about the invasion, about the occupation, about the refugees' destruction to the environment, to the culture, to the economy, and the political involvement of refugees in Gambela. So this is how this solution can be resolved. But the way it is, the government of Ethiopia has categorically failed to control the situation in Gambela. I want to repeat, the government of Ethiopia is behind all these problems. Just the Anuaks are displaced in along the Opena River, but the government is not talking about that. We are talking about what is happening on the road, the killing of Nuer and the killing of refugees, but they don't talk about what is happening with the Anuak. They don't even want to talk about the historical context in which this conflict is taking place. So as a result, I think for my fellow Ethiopian Nuer, I know that not many of them would want to admit here that they are South Sudanese, but I believe there are very few Ethiopian Nuer in this forum. And actually, this forum is supposed to be for the Ethiopian to solve that problem in Gambela. But of course, you can't stop other people to contribute, because this is an issue that of humanity character. But you guys need to really distance yourself, particularly South Sudanese refugees in Gambela. You guys need to distance yourself from this issue. Let the people of Gambela solve their problems. And the issue of refugees is real. No one would deny the fact that refugees are the cause of all these problems in Gambela. Before that, we were not having issues like this. So the solution is, let the government understand, let the government remove these refugees from Gambela, whoever it is, whether Anuak or Nuer, and other ethnic groups alike. So they need to be removed from Gambela. At least that is the starting point.
Yeah. Has this idea been floated to local leaders? Are they working on it now, or is still an opinion?
Well, I think this thing is not the first time. The Anuak have always raised this, including even in the parliament. But the Ethiopian government doesn't want this issue to be discussed.
Okay.
You see?
So can't that be a motivation for the Nuer and the Anuak to actually reach a solution at local level? Because if the national government doesn't seem to be interested, then it only points out to one thing. Let them have their problem sorted, they let them unalive each other, and then we can go when everyone is weak.
Well, I think that is why we are calling the Nuer sisters and brothers to come to understanding that what the Anuaks are going through is also affecting them, affecting anyone who is in Gambella, whether a refugee, whether a citizen, or even just a migrant in Gambella there, is also being affected. So the Nuer who call themselves Ethiopians, who have lived with the Anuak, need to distance themselves from the refugees. This agenda that the Nuers are one and the same, and they want to continue to support one another, is not a solution. Instead, the Anuak and the Nuer of Gambella need to come together and ensure that this issue of refugees dealt once for all.
Okay, thank you. I think okay, we keep it short. King got your chance, and then John, and then Jinun.
Okay, thank you so much. First, I give them to you. KP, I'm leaving. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Before you leave, I wanted to ask, I'm sorry, KP.
Okay.
You know, you say there will not be, there's something he said, and I just want to, he said, KP, unfortunately, there will be no any solution anytime soon unless the root cause are addressed. And I'm just wondering, what are the root cause exactly, if I may ask, Doctor?
KP, can I answer the gentleman?
Yes. That's questions for you.
Sure. Oh, thank you. One, the refugee expansion into the annual land in Gambella. The refugees, one, should be limited. And number two, the illegal integration of refugees into Ethiopian must also be synonymous with a consultation with the local people in Gambella. And number three, illegal construction of refugees from the refugees camp into the land that are not officially given to them. That has to stop. And number three, the demand for leadership, that the population of Nuer has increased because a thorough checking of the integration vis-a-vis for the last 8 months, there is an illegal integration up to 50,000 KP of the refugees without exception. It has not been accepted by the local community, and that has been ongoing, so the Anuak are not happy with that. I will stop here. Thank you.
Okay. Jinun, does that answer you?
Okay. There's something I actually don't have any problem with anything he stated, but the only concern is when he addressed Gambella as the Anuak home. You see, here's the problem. Nuer and Anuak coexist in Gambella. Would you agree with that, Dr. Peter? Do you think Nuer, of course, I believe there is Nuer Ethiopian and Anuak Ethiopian who coexist in Gambella. Would you agree with the statement I just said?
Disconnected.
When you say coexist, in what longevity? How long have they been coexisting? Like for how many years?
Since the
Because
1800s.
No. That's a lie. 1800 is a lie. Please, if you're not been informed of history, KP, Gambella is a region. There's a mix of two here. Gambella is a region. The locations and areas where the Nuer are living is not in Gambella town. That has to be very clear. Okay? Now, where the Nuer are living, the Joko and Lare are many hours away from Gambella town. That has to be very clear.
Connected
now,
successfully.
Of late KP, there's an area.
Go ahead.
Named New Land. Take note. Within Gambella, they are named New Land. One by one later, they renamed the place New. That place is called Changpar. And as we picked, they are relocated from that area. And that area is exactly in Gambella town.
Disconnected.
The other Nuer that are living in the location where wait, give me a second. the areas where they're living in Lare and Joko this is in the border of Sudan and South Sudan and Ethiopia. And this is adjacently at the river where they have been crossing over years, and that became part of Ethiopia when the demarcation was done. Okay? Now, that area fall into the territory of Ethiopia, and that's how some of them become Ethiopian citizens. And when Gambella became a region, Lare, Joko now fall under the Gambella region. There's no dispute about that. But the population of those that were there is not as many as them now when the refugees flock in as the conflict in southern region increased. So the question is very,
successfully.
Using the numbers of the refugees that came from the southern region and the Nuer that have been claiming to be Ethiopian actually take advantage to integrate much as possible so they become many to outnumber the annual population. This is where we are. I will stop here.
Okay. I think you can check even the Nuer migration. That was in 1800s. All right, that is one. The government of Ethiopia acknowledged Nuer as Ethiopian. Of course, we have refugee. For example, like my uncle said up there, Uncle John said, is it John? Yeah, I can't see the name. He said in every region in Ethiopia there seems to be refugee. In the Somali region of Ethiopia, because of course we have Somali Ethiopia, and in Ethiopia we have Somali Ethiopia, right? So we have Somali refugee in Somali Ethiopia. We have Eritrean who are refugee, in the Tigray region. You see, and we have the Nuer and the Anuak, both of them in Gambella region, like who are refugee. But the problem with the Anuak, they don't want to acknowledge that. They just acknowledge that all Nuer are refugee. They don't want to give credit. They don't want to say, there is Nuer who are Ethiopian and the Anuak who are Ethiopian. They just classify all the Nuer just as a refugee. And this is the cause of the problem. You see, he talked of Gambella. The Nuer shouldn't be in Gambella. KP, I believe you are in Nairobi, maybe if I'm not wrong. And a Maasai cannot knock in your door and tell you, Nairobi belong to the Maasai, so you can just go back to Nyanza. Does it make sense?
It doesn't, because it doesn't. But I will explain. It doesn't because the society of Kenya. I would like to say that I'm not sure if the word civilized is it. We have come to an acceptance that listen, we might have had this land from the Maasai, but as we speak, we've accepted this as the capital city. It belongs to everyone,
Just a minute. Let me just take you there. Let me just tell you this. The government of Ethiopia, they can sort this. If the Anuak can come and go straight to the government, like I've seen on TikTok, I've seen some Anuak people on TikTok demonstrating in embassy somewhere in USA, to Ethiopian government. I think that is so civilized. If they can take their problem to the government and tell the government we don't need the refugee, the government can do something about it, and instead attacking people on the roadside. And I will tell all my Anuak brothers, we are all brothers, we are all Ethiopian, yeah? Although some of the Nuer are refugee, we accept that, and some of the Anuak too are refugee. We are all one, yeah? We are killing ourselves. Who is benefiting, like KP said? No one. So let's just come to the reality. Let's look for solution. Let's not, most of the time the Anuak come here, they always, they don't talk, they are not looking for solution. The only solution they're looking for, like, the Nuer should go back to South Sudan.
Yeah, that's good, because
that is impossible.
Janine, if I just interrupt you.
That is impossible.
I wanted to ask everyone here, both the Nuer and the Anuak. I know most of you are in different, in the West mostly. When you come home, are you proud? Are you proud of your villages? Are you proud of the progress, the development going on there? Are you proud of the result, the outcome of the war going on? And if you're not proud, then how can we support that which is going on and we're not proud of the result? Can't we just all reach a point where we can compromise and say, listen, this Akobo belong to Anuak, we have the Nuer here, let us stay in peace. Let's give them half of what we took. Or the Anuak, okay, the refugees are here, let's just accept them and move on. Are we proud of the development in our areas?
Guys, I'm sorry. Let me just talk once and then I'll keep quiet. The problem is most of the Nuer, you will never see a Nuer, discriminating a Nuer, calling them names like they are not Ethiopian, they don't belong. We come and accept that the two communities can live together at least. The problem is the Anuak have this fear. They believe the Nuer are increasing in numbers, and soon they will take everything. I think by now, KP, you'd understood this, right? This is the most problem, and they can't stand it, and they have no choice but to confront Nuer head on head, like fight them. And I can tell you for free, KP, fighting Nuer will never help. Will just cause destruction. It will never help, right? And they will never win too, or the Nuer will win. No one will win. It's a lose-lose for all community. And the other one is they don't want to accept that there are actually Nuer who are actually Ethiopians. Like even the Ethiopian, even if you search, like you said the other time in Gambella, who are natives, they call themselves native. The Nuer too are native, are indigenous people. So if they accept that, I think the two communities can live together. Recently, I've seen Asher Speed traveling country to country. When he came to Ethiopia, in Meskel Square, they actually welcomed him with the Nuer song. If we are refugees, would they even play the song? This shows that we are part of the community. We are part of the society of Ethiopia, like part of the tribe. But the Anuak don't want to accept the fact. And my brothers from Anuak, I know most of you are not in Gambella, the one in this panel. If you keep on this narrative fighting the Nuer, it's never going to work. The only thing can help us is let's just come together, talk to your people, and then we will talk to their people and let the government sort it out. If we all don't want refugee, we can come together and confront the government, and they will locate the refugee, both Anuak and the Nuer. No violence there, right? I think that's a win-win for everybody. But it seems like the Anuak have another agenda, because fighting Nuer will never help, but will cost only destruction. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, can I say something real quick, or?
Wait, you will say something? I
Sorry
think
guys,
we'll,
I just joined, yeah.
no problem.
So,
Abang,
yeah, I honestly,
okay,
yeah,
wait,
I like
let's
this
have some
topic
order. Let's have some order.
Okay.
Let's have some order. Abang, if you have something, I think King Gut hasn't spoken. If he has something to say, and then we can
Yes, I want to add
go to
something.
John.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to add something.
Okay.
Okay, make it quick
That
then.
question you ask,
Okay.
I think he has spoken, so I think the Anuak need to speak
Okay, go
rather
ahead.
than going around.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, I think,
Okay, Peter Kelo, you can go. Thanks so much, and hope we catch up another day.
Okay, my brother, I think this issue, probably this gentleman was here on the third day or the second day, I remember. And so we discussed all this about whether there are Ethiopians there or not. And it still comes back with the issue of Google, that there are natives who are there or so forth. I think today is not the time for us to talk about whether there are indigenous Nuer or not. It's just about how we can solve this problem.
Correct.
Because the problems we have really discussed very long. And there is no point of accusation here. Accusing the Anuak, accusing the Nuer. But how do we solve the problem? This assumption that the Anuaks have agenda should really not surface in this discussion today. It is assumption. For sure, the Anuaks are responding to all this cumulative, more than 70 years suffering under the so-called refugees. And by the way, it is not just simple refugees. These are violent refugees, refugees who are armed to the teeth. That is where the problem is. Refugees supposed to be vulnerable, refugees supposed to be people in need of humanitarian assistance. But these refugees that we are talking about, they are not. They are actually even supposed to be excluded in accordance of the 1951 Geneva Convention, Refugee Convention, definition, exclusion. Those people who are criminals in their country of origin or who have committed crimes in the host country, they are excluded from a refugee. So if a refugee has arms in the camps, they are no longer refugees. They lost it. The protection of the international law. So if refugees are peaceful, I think the Anuak would have not had an issue with them. But can you imagine the Anuak losing their territory just because of refugees? In 1972, the other refugees went back, but the Nuer remained behind, 72 of them. These are the Ethiopian now. You are claiming that these are Ethiopian, they are indigenous. But how did they come? They came because of being the refugees, fleeing persecution from their country of origin, or fleeing conflict from their country of origin. So today we are here talking that these are indigenous. They are not.
Okay.
They acquire Ethiopian citizenship through naturalization, if at all. So they are Ethiopian, there is no doubt about it. What we are here for today is not to raise this issue again and again.
Correct.
Let's deal with how we can solve this problem.
Correct.
As a civilized community.
All right.
Gambella.
Yes.
You raise a very good question, my brother. We are not proud of what is happening in Gambella. There is no one who is proud of conflict. Conflict is a disease to anybody, to any peaceful mind. So, you guys, you have your leaders, the political leaders who are engineering all this conflict. We know. From the Anuak side, possibly there could also be some other individuals who want to engineer this conflict. But these are the few individuals we need to address. Also, the bigger picture, the Ethiopian government interest in Gambella to divide the Nuer and the Anuak. Okay? This is where we have to deal. Particularly, I'm appealing to the Ethiopian Nuer, those who claim to be Ethiopians, that let us understand the big problem that the Ethiopian government is having. Why would you think that the Ethiopian government would be very happy for the Anuak and the Nuer to kill themselves for 4 days without even... And the army was still there, stationed there.
And that should be a motivation for local solution.
The army was there. They were not intervening. They were just looking at us killing one another. Would you think that the Ethiopian government has no agenda behind? But we are all one and the same people. But these guys have the agenda. But here we are accusing ourselves that you are bad, you are this, you are that. So please, let's come to our senses and make sure that we discuss, we talk about peace, we talk about how we can come together. Particularly the Ethiopian Nuer, not the South Sudanese Nuer. So refugees is a problem, let them go, wherever they can go. And then we can talk after that. Thank you.
Okay. Nyabwai, I think you said you want to leave, so I might... okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to say some few things.
Can you keep it under 1 minute?
Yeah.
Can you keep it under 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was about to say, all I can say is I like this topic a lot, honestly, because I feel like our country, like our whatever town, we're very behind. Why? Because of hatred. You know, we hate each other, and the fact that the older generation, they're teaching the younger generation that hatred they had towards one another. You know, personally, me, I have Anuak friends. Which is helping us. It's helping us learn one another culture. I know that sometimes people live together, but we all have different mindset. Hopefully, you get where I'm going, right? But what I'm trying to say is, let's stop the argument. Arguing that these people are the native of Gambela. That's not gonna help. That's not helping the situation. We need to find a way to educate ourselves. Find ways to get along with one another. It's not easy. It's gonna be like a long journey. But yeah, all I can say is I like this topic. Especially on TikTok. It's gonna help us. Although of course, there will always be people who will not agree. Hatred on both sides. Someone from the Nuer will say, "Oh, I don't wanna do anything with Anuak," and from the other side, some people will say that too. I'm just okay. Someone was like, "You make no sense. You're just a girl."
Yeah,
okay,
I think you don't have to respond to
okay.
every comment. Some will just assume and continue.
Yeah, but there will always be hatred between the two tribes. It doesn't matter. But the people who want peace, of course, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna figure something out. And then later on tomorrow, people are gonna be like, "Oh, okay, this seemed like it makes sense and it's a way of living." Like honestly, we're so behind. Gambela is really behind. If you look at Addis Ababa and other places of Ethiopia, they're very developed. Why? Because they find ways to get along. They might have some conflict between them, but at least they're trying. But Anuak and Nuer, we're not even trying. We hate each other, like seriously though, and that's the truth, which is very sad.
Okay.
And just say you can't understand my English.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I can say is I like this topic. It's helping us a lot more than we think. So just keep going wherever it started alive, and it's like very calm. No one is cursing one another, which I like that, So that's a good thing. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. We go to King Gut, then John, then Alcantara, then Mkinyual, in that order. People haven't spoken.
Okay. First, I should give thanks to you for hosting us. I've been hearing your life, or for 3 days, something like that. But I couldn't get time to express something here.
Now you do.
Actually, I'm from Nuer of Ethiopia. And I was born here. Even my grandparents were born here. I never been to South Sudan before. What I want to say, my fellow Anuak say that the problem of Gambela is Nuer of refugees. But this is not the problem, because the refugees were bring by the government, not the Nuer of Ethiopia. If they always say that the Nuer of the refugees should be removed or should be relocated somewhere else. This is not gonna work, because if this one is gonna work, it could have been they could have relocated years ago, because they always been trying to talk to the government and something like that, saying that the Nuer of refugees should be relocated somewhere else. What I can say is the thing that we are going to come together is that the Anuak should stop killing the Nuer people on the roads, because the main things, there's a place called Abor from Gambela to Nuer zone there. That place, those of Anuak, they've been killing people on the road, unaliving people. So this one is not good, because this one is like decades now, 10 years, something like that. But the Nuer did not respond anything. They just keep quiet, because they think that those Anuak are our brothers. So they've been killing people every day or unaliving them. But this one is not a solution. If you Nuer are the majority of Gambela, in Ethiopian constitution, the region should be led by the majority here. What I can say is Anuak should stop unaliving people on the road. This one is gonna bring peace among us.
Can you
Okay.
mention the
Killing
article,
each
please?
other.
Can you mention the article that Ethiopian constitution says that every region should be led by the majority? Can you mention that?
Let me come. Let me come. You will ask me. You will ask me later. Let me come. Okay. There was something which was said before by Dr. Okola, saying that the Juko and Lare were on the border border of Ethiopia and South Sudan. And now there's a place called Addis Ababa, or the capital city of Ethiopia. The capital city of Ethiopia is the place, or is from the Oromo tribe of Ethiopia. But it's called, you can come from Gambela or Tigray, somewhere else, you can call it your city. There's no one that can claim that you are not part of Addis Ababa or Ethiopia. This guy said before that the Lara and Juko are from South Sudan, or close to the border of Ethiopia to South Sudan. This one is not good. What will bring peace between us is not we will not continue enlivening people on the road. This is what will bring peace on us. For refugees, removal or relocation, this one is not going to work, because refugees they just come in 2013. If you are going to Google now, the 2010 bucks, you will still get the Nur are the majority one in Ethiopia or Gambela. So we stop right there. What will bring peace is not an living Nur on the road. This is what going to bring peace.
Okay. Thank you. John.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kaifi, for giving me another chance.
No, I'm talking about this John Jalap. John Jalap. Sorry, I think there are two Johns.
John Jalap.
Yeah, John Jalap. He hasn't spoken.
Okay, where is he? I think he's not there.
He's right there, right under you.
Oh. Okay. By the name John Jalap, yeah. Sorry for wasting your times. Mine is going to everyone's. My brother or my sister. One thing for what have happened in Ethiopia, most of us, we are not happy. Second, we have our brother called Dr. Peter, which passed away right now. He tell us that the problem is they are not members of Day-Gambella, because they come very soon. That is one. Second is for Akoba. Some Anyuak, they say Koba by Nuer. Third, they say that a refugee which is living in Gambela, they can never live in Gambela, because they are the people who caused the war, or that things have happened. First thing, the refugee can live in the country by a government. It's not because of a Gambela or Nuer, because we are present in Ethiopia, which can combine every tribe in Ethiopia. That is one thing. They was accepted by governments. It's not Nuer have accept those refugees. It's not Anyuak they accept those refugees. They are a government which accept those refugees. Because government have agreed with all white worlds. It's not because of Ethiopia. It's all white world, because refugees is from every place in this world. It's not because it's in Ethiopia. Even Kenya, they have refugees. Even Sudan, they have refugees. Even some place they have refugees. Refugees is a place that people can be, they can come from their country to live in the peace. When they go back, they will go with a peace, and they will take the peace. because they get peace from that country, they be refugees. First thing, Anuak, I can say that, like on my side, Anuak, they are our brothers in Ethiopia. Anuak, they are not bad because they are still a human beings. And the God, they create them to be humans, to be Anuaks in tribe. We can never say we can delete Anuaks, but the Anuak, they can things because they can never tell them themselves truth. Because their leader, they can never obey their leaders. They can talk about what they think. Even if you think about yourself and you talk about what you think about yourself, you can never take everyone's. But if the leader said, let we go in peace and unity, we can follow what the leader said. But they can never tell us, or their leader, they can never tell them, let us go this right way. Because if they obey their leader, they can never attack those people which are killing at the road. Even you can never understand, or if even it was not happened from another country, because they can never attack those people which are going through the road. That can never but happen in Anuak. And they make to Nuer. Okay, they, because the Nuer, they was happen for like a 10 years, but we obeyed our leaders. If something happened, our leader will say that let us stop. This is for our governments. We can solve these issues. We can stop. After that, the government will solve that issue because we are obeying our leaders. But they are not obeying their leaders. Because if they are obeying their leader, why they attack the people in the road? And second, why them say that the Gambella is for our Nuaks? And I'm okay, or like a Nuer, they can call Nuer. Yes, that is a one name from us is Nuer really. But we are different. We are for Nuer of South Sudan and we are Nuer of Ethiopia. Even they have Anuak of South Sudan and they have Anuak of Ethiopia. And why they complain about Anuak from Ethiopia and they are not complaining about the Anuak from Ethiopia? Do you see?
Okay.
Because we have
Summarize Jalap, huh?
But yeah, second, my last one or my last point, we have learned more. We have like our brother called doctor, named doctor, and it was still taking a negative words which can cause the war. And you have said you are a doctor, which doctor? And we have some people called, there are some people which are finished their degree and they are saying the negative word. Even right now, there are some people which are writing some word here. Even they are saying negative word, then dead word, because they are not thinking about the future nation. Because we are the new generation, to change people, to make everything to be like what America they are living. Even we can say we can go to America because America they can never talk about tribe. They are talking because they are American. Even we can say that we are African, we are Gambellas. We can talk about that, we are Ethiopia. We can never talk about tribe, but I know they can talk about tribe. Where they are part, where are they? Why? Obey your leader first, after that you will talk about another tribe. Because you don't have obey from your leaders. If you learn, think about your dreams, about your future. You don't see about your tribe only. Like me, I am not really. I can never say that I will dream our tribe only. I will dream out for our nation, for all South Sudanese, for all Ethiopia, for all Kenyans, because African is African. All of us, we are African. I can dream about all nation. I will never dream about Nuer because it's my tribe. Never. I will dream about all nation, all wide world.
Okay.
Yeah. If you learn, bro, give give the good ideas to everyone because we can change our people because they have not learned. And who are you? And you have learned and you don't have some ideas to give the people or to change the people about we can change in this life because we have good life.
Okay,
That's
okay.
my point. Sorry if I say the bad word.
No problem, no problem,
I'm
brother.
saying the,
It's okay, it's okay. For the people who are complaining about English, I think in the very end, it's quite important that you understood what he said. This language isn't ours, you know, we're just managing, both of us. So I think not being very fluent in English is way better than not being fluent in your own language. So as long as you can speak your language properly, I think that's fine. We shouldn't major on side issues. Alakantara, could you answer me on what is being done now to bring a solution?
Let me say it, my friend,
Okay.
because the guest is busy.
Okay.
I would say thank you, because there are some points that I want to mention them.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the whole question that you have raised up, they are good for us. The case between the Hanya and the Nuer at the moment, it gone worse. The reason I said, actually it is not their first time to live together. Before the civilization, they were together, they moved together. Even I can say that their great-grandfather is one also, because they are under Nilotic. But recently, when we came to the triumph, when the civilization began, the hatred of the community began. Of course, in Ethiopia, there is 86 nations and nationalities. 86 nations and nationalities. Gambella have only 5 tribes or 5 nations. Gambella region have a 5 nations. Within those 5 nations, the rest nation, they live peacefully. The problem is only Nuer and Hanya. Those are the majority of the region or the province. I can say it again. Before 20 or 30 years, the community was lived peacefully. Before 20 or 30 years, the community was lived peacefully. But recently, within the 20s, then the cause began. There are too many factors. Those of our brothers, they say that it is because of the refugees. But we the Nuer, we cannot say that it is because of the refugees. Because there are refugees in Finidu from Anyua by themselves. Those who came from Pushale, they are refugees there. There are refugees again in Dima from the Murle, even by themselves also, from the Anyua. They are refugees there. And again, the Ethiopia constitution is reside on the parliamentary. It is on the parliament where there is any nation should have a representative. So the Gambella parliament, the majority cities from both tribes because they are the majority. If there is an issue between the land, because the federal government sometimes must impose some problems on the indigenous, but the regional parliament must solve that problem. Again, when there is when the problem happens, when the refugee come to Gambella, especially in 2013, when the refugee come to Gambella, the UNHCR came and searched the area when the UN search the area, if there are a problem, if there were some problems that have happened before, so the Hanua community must rest those problems, and the UNHCR must relocate the refugee to another area. Again, there are some refugees in Nuer area also. There are some refugees. There is two or three camp now. They are located in Nuer refugee, but they didn't cause the problem. Why it is Nuer refugee that cause the problem in Annual land, while the Annual refugee are not causing the problem, and the Murle are not causing the problem? This is the question. Actually, now we are intelligent, we are intellectual people, and this case, in my view, it cannot, and it is a simple case, because in the community there is a leader, there is a church leader, there is an elder there in the community. But the problem, the Gambella regional problem, is not happening between the local areas boundaries. It happened in the town. The Hanua people are killing refugees and Nuer citizens in the town, in the main town. Then when the Nuer revenge, they say that we are killing by Nuer. Within this, the whole things they say, I can say that they are not true, but they hide the point. They say the refugees are increasing. The population of the 2000 and the population of 2025 are not the same now. So we can say that the population may increase. Even by themselves, their population is increasing. Last, the Nuer and the Hanua, as I said before, they are brothers. They married themselves. What do you think about this? They married themselves. And even now, the little peace they have at the moment, it is because they married their girls. They give information to their community in order to prevent the problem. But those who are outside, especially the guy, Dr. Peter and the guy called Gambella, they are not there in the Gambella. They are those who want Gambella to be that.
So what can we do as a solution?
They are refugees. They are refugees now there, where they are living. But they don't want Gambella to be developed.
So what is being done? What is being done now toward a solution? Because I think the problems, we've talked about the problem for 4 days now. Now, what is it that's being done now to bring a solution?
Let me conclude, Gambel.
Okay.
Yes.
Conclude.
At the moment, if you want to solve this problem, everything should be addressed on the parliament. Because the president is annual. The Chief Justice is annual. And again, the commissioner, the security commissioner of the main town is annual. Out of these people, who will think that he is wiser than those people? Because they got those positions because of their experience, the service they give to the community. So if we say things must be solved in the parliament, it will be good. Then killing ourselves. Now they destroy the town, they destroy everything. And even I think they are enjoying their life because they are outside. Those who are, especially those who are here in Gambella at the moment, it is very difficult for them. So my friend Gambella, we are elders, we are intellectual. Again, for the future, because we are not in the island. We have a border with the rest of the community. If we live peacefully, if we address things on the table, it is better than getting armed, my friend. So thank you.
Okay. I think now we'll go to our sister who hasn't spoken. Chuka. Perekere.
Can I, because he mentioned my name, can I say something?
Yeah, but if you have to say something, you have to keep it short and 1 or 2 minutes because we have a sister who needs to speak as well.
Okay, that is fine. Well, I think my impression early on it was the fact that this is just geared toward a solution. And probably my first speech on this platform was all directed toward finding solution. But I see that the fellow Nuer, they are coming with still some unfounded allegations and also some sort of myths. We are educated, we have read, we know the world, how the world works. The classification of nilotics is not a genetic. Nilotics are not genetic. That the Nuer and the Anuaks were, grandfather was one.
Okay, that's new to me. Okay.
That was not the case. So it means that these people were people who were found living along the Nile. That was the meaning of nilotics. Now, this issue of refugees, I don't think that there are Ethiopian Nuer here who are feeling the pain that the Anuaks are feeling. So I don't know why the Nuer are defending not to remove the refugees from Gambella. The Anuaks are not saying that let the Anuaks be left. The Anuaks are saying that the refugees are the problem, including the Anuak themselves. So they need to be relocated. This is open and just transparent. But the Nuer assumed that if the Nuer refugees move away from there, there are so many impact on them. Maybe because they are getting ration from the refugee camps. Maybe because of political nature, that could be the reason why. They don't want the the refugee to leave. By the way, there is this assumption that the government of Ethiopia or the UN brought refugees. I'm hearing it so much. Nobody is bringing refugees. It is because of conflict that they are running away from it. And when they go, there is that arrangement under the international law that they need protection because they have lost protection of their own government where they were. So it is a human rights mechanisms for these people to access protections in a host country. So there is no way Nuer should just keep on saying that, it is the government of Ethiopia who brought refugees. No. The government of Ethiopia never brought refugees. The government of Ethiopia is extending their hands to support this vulnerable group of people, which, unfortunately, the refugees in Gambella, they are not vulnerable. They are actually even powerful more than the citizens, having guns to intimidate and to kill, to unlife the local population. So let's be realistic here. If you think that you are from Gambella, you want Gambella to move forward, the solution is refugees and the land issue need to be discussed. It's not about just someone being killed on the road. When you know very well there is a reason why these people are becoming violent because you are occupying their land, their farmland, their villages. So please, you say you're older, you're elder. From your sound, I can hear that you're older. But let's not paint a wrong picture. Let the government of Ethiopia be, held accountable for their failures. That is my position, and that is the position of those people who wants. Because this problem, it is not the people. This thing has been said again and again. So Ethiopian government need to take action. The international community need to take action, and the refugees must go. That is all what we want. Thank you.
Okay. My sister Chuka.
Habari yako. Naweza ongea Kiswahili ama?
Lakini si wote wanaelewa Kiswahili humu.
Uta translate.
Sawa. Hamna tatizo.
Yeah.
Hamna tatizo. So she just said that she'll speak in Swahili and I'll do the translation. I think she's more comfortable with Swahili.
Yeah, not perfect in Kiswahili, not perfect in English.
Sawa.
But I will try my best.
Sawa, mimi Mkenya nitaelewa.
Yeah, some words I will mix.
Okay, sawa. I'll do the translation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name is Prekere.
Mm-hmm.
Nilikuwa nasikiza I think 4 days now.
Mm-hmm.
Siku 4 leo.
Mm-hmm.
Nilikuwa nasikia na zingine iko vitu zingine wanagusa lakini hawasemi ukweli.
Mm-hmm. Kama nini?
By genocide on 2003. Hiyo maneno yote ni yao wameanza kwanza. So wameenda wakabomu gari kwa barabara Impunyudo. Wameanza Impunyudo kama baba mwingine.
Nani wameanza?
Nuer sasa. So ameenda Anyuak alikuwa anauza pombe. So wakaenda wakaitisha wakakunya. Venye amekunya pombe ako ajalipa. So hiyo maneno imeanza hapo.
Katika Penyudo.
Yeah.
Sawa.
So,
Ngoja kidogo ni ama unasema ya mwisho, sawa?
So venye wananini wakaanza kupigana huko, hata Dinka alikuwa hapo. Waka analyze some Anyuak. So when gari ni mkubwa ya UN akuje Impunyudu ndio wafanye usalama ama wapeleke mahali pengine. So venye wamesikia huyu mkubwa anakuja juu wahamishwe, wakaenda kwa barabara wakabomu hiyo gari.
Nuere?
Yeah.
Sawa.
Huyu
Sijui kama utarudia polepole alafu niweze kutafsiri hivyo yani. Unaongea polepole kidogo anza tena. So, I'll try to do a translation. I think she said that the problem started in Penyudo. It was a clash that came out of a drinking group. An Anyuak had some alcohol that people were drinking. A Nuer customer drank that and didn't pay. And that brought some clashes. And when the security officers were to be brought there to relocate them, then they went to the road and bombed a bus. And that was the beginning of the clashes. Basically, that's what she said. Ama kuna kitu nimekosea?
Yeah, ni hiyo. So venye wamebomu hiyo gari.
So after bombing the bus,
wakakufa.
They died.
Yeah, so venye wamekufa juu hiyo plan walikuwa wameplan. Tukifanya hii itaonekana ni Anyuak wamebomu gari, so watauliwa na Ethiopia.
So
genocide sasa ya 2003.
Okay, so in 2003 this plan was premeditated. They planned that after we do this and we bomb this bus, it will be assumed that it's the Anyuak who did it. In Penyudo 2003.
Hiyo plan yao imeget through venye hao wakubwa wamekufa. So hiyo time, by that time hiyo venye watu wengine wamesikia nini hiyo genocide zika happen in Gambella. That time.
Kwa hivyo walifikiri ni Anyuak walifanya hivyo alafu wakafanya genocide.
Yeah, wamefikiri ni Anyuak, but Nuer they don't know. We know that is the Nuer who bombed the car.
So she said that because the Nuer did this, and they knew that will automatically be assumed as the Anyuak that did it, and so the security officers had to revenge, and that led to the genocide of the on the Anyuak. but the Nuak know the truth that it's the Nuer that planned this, and they did this to make Anuak to be the victim of the security clashes, and that led to the genocide in 2003.
Ya, hiyo story tumesikia lakini venye tulinyamaza wameendelea till now, wameendelea. So hiyo genocide imehappen. Some Anuak, they came in Kenya. Kama mimi sasa, I'm in Kenya right now as a refugee. Yeah.
So because of that, the genocide, some Anuak ran away, became refugees, and I am one of them. Some came to Kenya, and I'm one of the Anuak who came to Kenya. And when I say I mean my sister. Yeah.
So I am. So mimi sahi niko in Kenya. I'm a refugee. Nimepata watoto. Na watoto tukipata watoto hapa Kenya, they are citizen by birth. Imeandikwa kwa birth certificate. Birth certificate wajaandika they are citizen by birth, only by birth.
Kwa hivyo watoto wamekuwa wa Kenya?
Watoto, they are not a Kenyan. Only by birth they are Kenyan, not citizens.
Though I think in Kenya, if you're a citizen by birth, then you have your rights to be a citizen.
Yeah, so they know where wanajua mali wametoka sasa. Kama sahi wangu najua nawaambia wametoka Gambella. So hawa ni wa Ethiopia. So by birth they are Kenyan.
So she said, I'm one of the refugees from Gambella who came to Kenya, and now I've lived in Kenya for a while. Now I have my babies here, and my babies are Kenyan by birth, but they know that they're from Gambella, Ethiopia. So I think that's for the translation. Let me see everyone sending $1 for the translator. Yeah, so basically that's what she said. And those who said, where is she from? She's definitely from Gambella, but she's lived in Kenya for too long. So when you stay in a place too long, you get comfortable with the language of the place. So I understand her.
So venye tuliisha hapa Kenya.
She's not done. Endelea.
So venye tuko Kenya sahi, I think 22 years now. 22, 23. Yeah.
She's been in Kenya for 22 years. Endelea.
Venye tunaishi Kenya sahi as a refugee. Hatujauliza county Kenya. Hatujauliza tupewe county. Hakuna.
So she's saying she's been here for 22 years together with the other Anuaks, but even for 22 years that they've been here, they've not tried to ask for a place like, okay, give us a portion that we call ours. That's to mean you can be a refugee here for as long as you can, but you cannot claim to belong to that country. Possibly referring to the refugees in Gambella, that they shouldn't be trying to become Ethiopian. And up to that point, I'll just pause a little bit. As my payment for being a translator, if you're in Minnesota, because I know some of you are in the US, I have my t-shirts in Minnesota. You can send me a message and I will refer you to where you can get my t-shirts in Minnesota. I'll really appreciate, because when you buy this t-shirt, then I get resources to do the documentaries. And even the Nuer, I hope one day you will welcome me to do a documentary of the Nuer, but you have to promise to protect me, because I might be mistaken for an Anuak, because I'm definitely Luo like the Anuak, and I don't want to find myself on the wrong side. Sister, bado unaendelea? Sawa, endelea.
So venye hata nimekata, lakini I hope you understand.
Yeah, nimeelewa.
So hatujauliza county, na hata venye tuko kwa refugee camp, tuko far away in town. Refugee camp kama sahi Kalubie na Nairobi will take the all night.
Kalubie ni wapi? Ni huko Kakuma ama?
Kalubie, Turkana.
Hapo unapita Lodwar?
Yeah.
So she said that they stay far away from the capital, and they haven't requested to have their own county. And counties, I don't know how you call them in Ethiopia and South Sudan. Maybe you call them states. each and every tribe, they have their own counties. Some tribes like mine have 4 different counties. So basically she's saying, even though I've been in Kenya as a refugee for 22 years, we can't claim that we need a portion of land in Kenya. We keep to our rights as refugees. We don't interfere with the local community, and we don't request for land.
Hata hapa Kenya venye tunaishi, uwezi enda kwa mchaka ama ukate miti ya mwenyewe. Uwezi ama ukate nyasi. Hata uwezi toka kwa camp utoke tu uende kwa chaka, uwezi.
So she said that as we live here in Kenya as refugees, we have no right to walk into forest and cut trees or do, harvest anything from nature. You can't walk out of the camp. Basically to mean they respect their rights as refugees and they don't overstep. So the local communities can go into the forest and cut trees because these resources belong to them. But as a refugee, she can't do this.
But in Gambella, wanakaa kama wao ndio wenyeji wa Gambella ama citizen refugee ya Gambella.
Yani unamaanisha refugee ya kina nani? Anywa kama ama Nuer?
Nuer sasa, Nuer wanakaa venye vya hao sasa.
So she said
citizen wanafanya wanafaa wafanye au ndio wanafanya.
So she said, but in Gambella, the Nuer refugees, they carry themselves as if they have the same rights as the host. They can go to the forest, cut trees. Basically, they are overstepping their rights as refugees. They want to live and have the same rights and do the same activities as the host community.
So venye we have enough. Hata hii maneno imeanza kitambo when I was in primary in Gambella. Hii maneno imeanza kitambo na kama wakirusha mawe shule. Translate here.
So this problem started a long time ago. They were throwing, walikuwa narusha mawe kwa shule?
Mawe to Anywak, yeah. They start with the stone.
So this problem started a long time ago. They were throwing stones at the Anywak kids in school. And someone said there's no forest in Turkana. I've been to Turkana myself 3 months ago. So yes, it's not a big forest like you'd have in central Kenya or Nairobi, but definitely there are bushes because I was there. So
venye tunarusha mamawe, tunakaa kwa nyumba 2 weeks, 3 weeks bila kuenda shule. Salama inakuja, tunarudi shule, tunarudi venye tunakaa. So tukikaa tunasahau tena wanaanza.
Okay, so she said when they try to let it slide and forget about it, but then after some time they start again.
So hiyo maneno imeanza ikihappen hivyo, Waanywa wananyamaza till now.
Yeah, so the Anyuak have been trying to tolerate this by being quiet, but it's been going on up to now.
So sahi Anyuak wakisema refugee must go, they must go because we are so tired. We assume it for a long time.
So now when you see the Anyuak say the refugees should go, they should definitely go because we've tried to tolerate this for a while and we can't stand it anymore.
Hata hii venye wanasema they are alive Nuer, they are the one who started in Kiarkiri. Two girls, 2 women, 1 young girl. They analyze them.
In wapi?
Mmoja ako na mimba. Hii sasa hii vita venye
imeanza hii sasa hii.
Hii ya last year.
Ulisema ilianzia wapi?
Walikuwa
wameua. Wasichana wawili wapi?
Uko Itang, uko chini. Mimi sijui hiyo nini juu sijajua. So venye wameua wamewaua wawili wasichana. Mmoja ako na mimba mpaka wamekata tumbo ya mtu, imagine. Mtoto wakamtoa.
Oh, pole. So she said that even the current clashes started with the Nuer unaliving 2 women in Itang. One of them was pregnant and they cut open the tummy and took the baby out.
So hiyo ika happen hivyo, tukanyamaza. So venye Anyuak wamenyamaza, wameplan tena to ambush gari, ambulance in Apol. Hiyo gari imetoka Itang, sijui inatoka Itang ama inaenda Itang. Wakaambush them, waseme ni Anyuak, hii vita ili happen juu wamesha prepare for a long time.
So again, they ambushed an ambulance coming from Itang, and they staged it so that it appears like the Nuak who did it. So basically trying to set up the Nuak versus the security officers.
Yeah, juu wanajua hiyo kila siku wana set up, alafu government anasema ni Anyuak, kila kitu ni Anyuak. But themselves they know, wanajua hawa Nuer.
So they
wanajua ni hao.
So the Nuer know that at the end of the day, the government will most probably blame the Anyuak. So they do certain things like ambushing the ambulance, bombing the bus, doing all manner of atrocities, and letting Anyuak take the blame, because then the government will come to the Anyuak.
Yeah.
Sawa.
Wanafanyanga hivyo, wanarudia so. Last month sasa venye wamefanya hivyo, wameua hawa wasichana, tumenyamaza. Tena wamefanya hiyo, tumenyamaza. Hiyo kitu ingine wamefanya, wamekuja huyu commissioner Mwanywa anaenda ofisi, imagine ofisi
kufanya
hapo.
Governor.
Yeah. Hii sasa imehappen, imetoka hapo sasa. Self defense sasa imetoka hapo.
So she said that they tried to accept all the other bad happenings, like the killing of the woman, the 2 women, one who was pregnant, they cut the tummy open, removed the baby, they ambushed the ambulance, the Anyuak let it slide, and recently they killed the governor in the office, and this leads to all these problems. Kama utaweka fupi sasa kwa sababu tunamalizia.
Hata ndio namaliza.
So can I correct her but
you speak Swahili? Hebu subiri kidogo.
So venye wameua huyu jamaa hata akiwa na nguo ya serikali.
Oh, okay. He was in a uniform.
Young men sasa wamekasirika. Hata sio watu wako na nini. Hata hizi magans wamepata tu hapo venye wameenda. Hawana gun. Wamekasirika.
Sawa. So all this if the Anyuak could possibly revenge is because they are very mad at all these occurrences, and so they are out to revenge, and they are not the perpetrators. They're just acting in I would call it self-defense, or rather to pay back for what has occurred. Asante sana.
Jia wameua huyu mtu, ukiona hata wewe ukiona hata unaenda tu useme tu acha tu niende, nikikufa ni sawa.
So because of this,
enough is enough. So
you need to be corrected.
So wait,
they go back.
So asante sana dadangu. So she say that with everything happening on all that has happened, it's very normal for humans to be suicidal. It's okay to think like, okay, if they're going to come for our necks, I would rather die fighting than remain on my knees forever. I hope everyone understands that. So I think that marks the end of the translation. I need one Ethiopian beer for the translation.
So imeanza hapo sasa. So juu nimesikia wa mention hiyo, kila kitu wameelekea Anyuak. So hiyo vita imeanza hapo sasa. For the two women mpaka saa hii.
Sawa sawa. Sawa sawa, asante. Umemaliza ndio eh?
Umemaliza.
Asante. So she said the clashes, the war started from that, from all the atrocities that have been done by the Nuer, and they're being staged in such a way that the Anuak are being accused or being victimized, accused of doing all the atrocities. So I think people might have their different versions of reality. You're free to correct them, but that's all she said, and I translated word by word. So if you, yeah, you can correct, but keep it short, okay?
All right. What she's saying is all lie. Okay.
All?
Since yeah.
Not a single truth
They
in
are
it?
all lie. Yeah, let me come.
Okay.
Let me explain it. Okay. Since this current government took power, I think the whole Nuer of Ethiopia or in Gambella celebrated it, and because the president is an Anuak from Anuak side. After 2 days of new region, the Anuak killed the person, which is the official from Nur. They have killed it on his way from their college to the new land. They have killed it after 2 days of the new regime. They've killed it on the road on his way coming to new land. This is the first thing that Anuak did that time. All she's saying all are lie.
Okay.
She's not saying the truth.
Okay. All right.
She's not even in Gambella. She does not even speak.
Can you give me a opportunity to
My
talk right
question
now?
is,
I was
okay,
there
okay.
last year. I was there.
Sawa. Asante
I
sana.
have a question.
Yes, but before you speak, before anyone speaks,
But I will ask after Omot to speak. I think we should give Omot and yeah.
Okay. Can you keep it short, because as KP Jalobro, up to this point, I believe the Nuer have their reality, the Anuak have their reality. Just keeping on to everyone's reality is not going to solve the problem. Because in the Anuak's reality, the Nuer are bad, we need to go after them. In the Nuer's reality, the Anuaks are bad, we need to defend ourselves. But then there's no one who wins in a war. You're all going to run away from your land. Divide and rule is a thing for a reason. If we all agree that the national government is not doing enough to solve this problem, then we have the main point there. So instead of letting everyone fight until they all drop down, and now a third party can come for your land, why don't we just find a solution? This is why I wanted us to talk about solution, not who is good and who is bad, because seemingly in the eye of the Anuak, all the Nuer are liars. And in the eye of the Nuer, all the Anuak are liars. So Mot, as you speak, and Jinoon, as you ask your question, have that in mind. Omot, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you to take care for this issue. So I'm from Anuak. So far, my question to Brother Noor, they talk about refugees in Penudu and whatever in Anuak land there so far. Anuak in Akobo, they displaced by the Noor people, you know that, not by the Sudan government. So they moved from too many territory of Anuak in Akobo. They displaced by the Noor. If I can mention them, I think Noor know it. Like 10 to 15 places displaced by the Noor right now. 1984, no, 1983, during the civil war in South Sudan. Because Noor and Anuak, they never been peacefully. Anuak give them land or make a friend with the Noor. Tomorrow, Noor will kill Anuak. So the refugees in Penudu right now, there is no place to go with the Nuer if the Nuer relocated somewhere else in Ethiopia. Anuak will be killed by the Nuer because I used to live with the Nuer in Asosa. When I used to live with the Nuer in Asosa, Nuer fought with the Maban during the celebration because Maban played too much. And then Maban defeat them. Nuer make argument and then beat Maban with something else stick. So the majority was Maban. They fight with the Nuer, and then Benishangol say, those people, we tie with them. We don't need them 24 hours. Me, Benishangol, landlord of the Asosa, the owner of the land. They choose the Nuer among the South Sudan tribe. They say we don't need them because behavior uncontrollable. And then like 100 buses came after 24 hours. They took Nuer to where? To the Gambella. Gambella people welcomed them. They took them to Dima. After a few years, they make destruction by themselves. And then they move them somewhere around Gambella area. So far, right now, as we talk, we try to solve this problem. It's difficult to solve because Nuer cannot stay with somebody peacefully as a human. They know that. Right now, if Anuak say, Anuak is the owner of the land of the Gambella. If they know that Anuak killing them, why they don't go to the UN, ask UN, we don't need to stay with Anuak, move us somewhere in the queue or somewhere else. Because those people, they're killing us. We never see Nuer asking Anuak about moving out from the Gambella. That is very, very, very difficult. Anuak, they say right now Anuak is bad. Anuak is bad. How many Anuak places left by the Nuer right now? As you talked before yesterday, we can't New. Right now, Nuer stay inside. It belongs to the Nuer. Not right. Akobo, like a 20 to 15 villages remain with the Nuer. Akobo City is Nuer controlled. Akobo Tergol has been controlled by the Nuer. 2013, like the sheep of Anuak, the people who kick away by the Nuer, in 1983, he used to live in Jor. He went back to stay with the Nuer. He said, I cannot stay here. I will go back to my fatherland to stay there. You know, Nuer killing. The name is called Opio. Nuer killing at the daytime. And then when the Nuer fought with the Genka in Juba, because they tried to kill Salva Kiir, that attitude in parliament. When they move out from Juba, came to Akobo, there is a few Anuak came with the Nuer together in Akobo. After 20 to 30 days, all the Anuak done. They killed by the Nuer. One is my brother. You know, without nothing. So right now in Gambella right now, we're talking about the Gambella. Gambella is belong to Anuak, not belong to the Nuer. If you say Nuer is a native of the Gambella, you are the part of the criminal. It's not right. You know, because we keep the rule of the law. Okay? Like I'm talking right now, I'm the sheep of the, my father was a sheep, you know. We welcome Nuer. Because when they came to the Gambella or Jor or Chiro, migrated with the cow. There's no place because they're feeding cow whenever they found the grasses. So a lot. What I heard from somebody from Nuer last month in the YouTube, he went to the Finudu. He see the land of the Finudu is the fertile land. You know that? He said, "Oh, I've never seen this land before. I don't know. Finudo is the best land to stay in. What about the land we left to the Noir, Akobo? What about the Kergul we left to the Noir? What about the Nyum we left to the Noir? Those land is bad. Itang right now we left the Itang to the Noir too.
Yeah, but I would love to stop you a little bit. Sorry for this. I think in most cases, when you talk about terrorists, for example, it becomes difficult because on one side you see a terrorist and on the other side you see a freedom fighter. If you take the case of Kenya, in the eyes of the colonial government, the Mau Mau were terrorists. In the eyes of the Africans, the Mau Mau were freedom fighters. So sometimes it's not possible to really define it in black and white, who is right and who is wrong. If I ask the Nuer, they'll say exact same things about the Anuak of Ethiopia. If I ask the Anuak, they say exact same things about the Nuer. They will say the Nuer came from South Sudan, they are refugees, they do this and that. My question is, it's quite clear that the Ethiopian government might not be in a position to solve this. And this might be a strategic decision of divide and rule. Let them clash. Let them clash so that we have it solved. Now, can't we arrive at a solution? Can't we do something to solve this problem so that both Anuak and the Nuer can live to see another year? Because if we both just take our strong stand and we point fingers at each other, then 20 years from today, we will still have Nuer and Anuak refugees coming to Kenya or going to the US or going to Australia or Canada. We're still going to have people being killed. Akobo will still not be safe for Nuer, not safe for Anuak. Gambella will not be safe for Nuer, safe for Anuak. So there's no winner in war. Why can't we just come to at the table and say, listen, we can live together, or let's move the refugees, or the Nuer, you can back off by half the land that you retook, or the Nuak, you can say, listen, the Nuer are here, they're not going anywhere, we better make peace with them. Is it possible to move toward that direction? Because it's not possible to define it in black and white who the aggressors between the Nuer and the Anuak.
Yeah, the problem right now, we're talking about the land of Anuak. We're not talking about the land of the Nuer. So I'm defending my land. I don't want somebody to be making a lot of crime in my land. That's what I'm talking about. Because as we talk right now, you cannot find any single of Anuak living with the Nuer in the Nuer area. Can you believe that? If you go to Finudo or you go to Bonga, you go to the Gambella, million of Nuer living there without no rules. Okay. Well, they still looking for Anuak to move out from that land. That's what they say. We Anuak, we tired. We don't need Nuer there. In Gambella or in Finudo, whatever. They have to go back where they came from.
Okay.
Because what we see right now, like me, I'm Anuak. Right now I'm tired because I'm crying every day. Tomorrow, somebody killed by the Nuer. Where? In Gambella. Somebody killed by the Nuer. Where? In Finudo. They say Anuak is on the road, bombing the car, whatever like that. We don't care. Anuak is belong to that land. If we don't need Nuer, Nuer need to ask in UN who brought them from South Sudan to locate the peaceful place. That's what we need only. We like the Nuer to live, like me, I need the Nuer to stay peaceful in Gambella.
Yes.
To respect the rule of the law.
Let's see what the Nuer believe. Jinoon, can you tell me what you think about that?
Let me see. I heard my Anuak brothers speaking. I heard my sister and my brother Omot. So the problem is, I think KP, without, you said you're neutral, and I really respect that. And ever since we started this, I think you might have noticed some key points, right? Yeah, from the both sides. That's the Nuer.
Can you make it short so that I can speak?
Yeah, I will. So as Nuer, we accepted the fact Anuak are Ethiopian citizen. They are not going anywhere. Whether we like it or not, they have to be here and they will live with us side by side. In the other hand, we are just refugee to them and we need to go back. We need to go back to South Sudan. So here's the thing. If you have your Google, I can just request you or ask you, you can see the first migration of the Nuer, of the North people. It's about the 1800s, like 17 to be exact. That was a long time ago. We've been in Gambella for generations. And the Anuak don't want to acknowledge that. To them, we are just refugees. You see the problem? We want to belong. They don't want us to. And that will lead, that's the main problem. The moment the Anuak will accept Nuer are just, like he said, we are just, we might be Nilot, but never related. I would say true, but I would say it's a false narrative too, because all this year together, we lived side by side and we intermarried, right? Like the Luo and the Kisi and the Waluya, right? There is a lot of, intermarriage in between. And that's blood. We are family. To be exact, we're just African. Yeah, so the problem is the Anuak people don't want to accept the truth. Like, we are native and just like them. You will see a Nuer come here on this platform, talk about, we don't need Dinga, we don't need the Anuak here, we don't need the Anuak there.
Junun, I think you're not right. I think they said we don't need the Nuer refugees. We don't need the refugees. I think the Nuer, Ethiopian Nuer who belong to Ethiopia from the beginning of time, they said okay. They're not okay with the Nuer who crossed from South Sudan to Ethiopia, unless I got it wrong.
I think you got it wrong because the reason why I said you got it wrong is because if you can, let me just say, let me talk.
Okay,
Omot,
it's time for Jinun. Omot, it's time for Jinun.
Let me speak. Respect my. Thank you. I think in most of the Anuak, whenever they start a sentence, they say they generalize all the Nuer. They say we don't need refugee. You came, during 1990 something, 1996, 2013. They don't differentiate, and that's the problem. Whenever they do their killing, they just go. If today I'm a Nuer, I'm a citizen, and you went and killed another Nuer, of course, it might be my relative. I will obviously retaliate with that and fight back. That's the problem. The problem is the Anuak people. They don't want to handle things civilizedly, like civilized people. If they see the population is increasing, and instead of just demanding the government, like what the Asosa people, because they say the Asosa people, what the Asosa people did, I think they just went and talked with the government, and the government took an action, right? But the Anuak don't want to do that. The Anuak would just wait, ambush some Nuer, innocent Nuer, harmless people in the buses and kill them. Yeah, and if you go back to Ethiopian history, Anuak have been doing the rebel, like most of the dirty things, like since 2003. They've been fighting the government of Ethiopia. They're known for such things.
Jinun, but we can also then bring the White Army into the picture. So we're going to make it complicated. Okay, make a question, one statement question.
Okay, Janine, you seems to be alluding that the Anuaks are generalizing that the Nuers are not Ethiopians, the Nuers are so-so. Do you think that this problem is about Ethiopian citizenship?
Yeah, to my understanding.
Okay, then I think that is a wrong understanding because
the land,
the issue, we have been talking about this all these 3-4 days now, that there are Ethiopian Nuer and there is no issue with them. And our issue is with the refugees. And by the way, why would you think that the Nuers are quiet? They don't have problem with the refugees, but yet we are fighting. We are being evicted from every day. The Nuer want our land, but they don't go to the Nuer Ethiopian to take their land. Why would you think that is not a problem?
Let me answer to that. And before I answer to that, KP, earlier you asked about the expansion of the North Nation, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that is such a concern to the Anuak community. So here's the thing: if the Nuer are actually planning for the role North or North Nation, I think that's involved. Part of it is in South Sudan, part of it in Ethiopia, right? Will it take the Anuak to fight back, or the Ethiopian government, if that's to happen? That's the question.
Is that a question to me or to the Anuak?
Yeah. To everyone here. To everyone here. Yeah. I'll start with KP, and then the others will follow.
Right. The issue in Gambella is a bit complex. Every day I also learn on the job, and it has come to my realization that possibly the Ethiopian government could have a hand in all this. It could be a strategy of, okay, we might want to disorient the people or take control of this land unfairly, but if we do it as a government, then the international community can say, hey, you're going after your own citizens. You're a bad government. So if we let another bad guy do the same, then they're doing our dirty job. This has been done everywhere else. There are cases where people fund terrorist groups to go do the dirty job for them. So if you ask me, wouldn't it take the national government? The national government can look the other side, because they know once you've done the dirty work, we can now come and say, listen, this is territory of Ethiopia after you've done the dirty work. You understand? So I think Jinun dropped, but yes, this is
It's no longer there.
But I think he's listening. So if you ask me, looking through this problem, I think it could be a case of, okay, let's have someone else do the dirty job, because if I do it, then I will have so much in my hands. So that could be a possibility, because I cannot understand why a government would not want to control the border. I don't think leaving the border porous, especially if you border a country that's under clashes, then you want to put so much security at the border so that the conflicts of that country does not, overflow into your country. So the government could look at the side and let someone else do the dirty job.
I think he's asking on the comment section that you should add him back.
Okay. And okay, we'll add him. Janun, you're back, but I believe you got my explanation.
Yeah, I heard everything.
Yes.
I heard everything. Okay, here's the thing, KP. I'm sorry, I dropped by mistake.
No problem.
Can I chip in then?
Just a minute. It's just gonna take us.
Yeah, you have to keep it short, because we have Omot or Cham who hasn't spoken.
Here's the thing. Actually, the solution is if the refugee are the problem, I think Anuak and Nuer should work together instead of the Anuak going and attacking a refugee, which will later on, put us into this mess. The other thing is, mind you, Gambella used to be part of Sudan, like the bigger Sudan, right? So the people living in it, they used to be Sudanese.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's not just like today the Nuer just wake up and find themselves in Gambella, right? They actually gave the land to Ethiopia like some years back. If you just do your research, yeah, the land actually belonged to Sudan, the largest Sudan. So it used to be part. If it wasn't for for the colonization and stuff like that, it should be the part of South Sudan today. But
that's new to me. I didn't know that Gambella was part of South Sudan.
But they gave it away. But that's not the point. The point is we are one people. We can learn to live together. The moment that the Anuak respect the Nuer to be their brothers, not just a bunch of refugees, and the Nuer should do the same. I'm not telling the Nuer, and this goes to the Nuer too. The Anuak are our brothers. And you will, for all the Nuer who comes here, we always stretch our hand for Anuak. But Anuak, thinks the other way, like Omot said. I think you heard Omot said, even if we bomb people, that is our land. Even if we bomb people on the road, that is our land. That shows you how bad they are, have bad intention, because they have a lot of criminals hiding in the bushes. So the Nuer don't want to fight with the Nuer. In fact, we are the minority in Ethiopia, like the Nilot minority, the black people in Ethiopia. We should work together. So Gam and the other Nuer, please, let's learn to live together, guys. Yeah, thank you.
Let me say this.
Okay. Gam, let's no, Gamba and Omot. I think you guys have spoken. I will give it to the Omoto Cham, top right.
No. Actually, let me say this because you wanted to give me 1 minute early on.
Okay. Exactly 1 minute. 5-7. So by 5-8 we cut you off.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is a problem that we are not going to solve because there are too many actors. The narratives that this June, whatever you call him, that Gambella belonged to Sudan. These are all angles that is being said. Since when did Gambella become part of South Sudan? Is it because the Anuaks were there? No. Gambella has been part of Ethiopia through and through. It has never been part of South Sudan. And you guys claim that it was exchanged with Kassala. No, that is not. And for me, actually, I can understand that you are not Ethiopian, because if you are Ethiopian, you would not actually even say such kind of statement. It's against the national interest of Ethiopia. If you are truly Ethiopian, you would not say such kind of thing.
KP, do you have a Google just near you? I want you to search it right now. Let's talk fact here. Let's talk fact.
Let's not rely on Google. Google is something
that
anybody can put it. Okay? It's not accredited. It's not a credible source of information. It's not authenticated. So let's talk about the issue in Gambella. Let's not bring different stories.
Yeah, but can we also agree? Can we also agree that whatever happened, was it whether it was part of the former Sudan, whether it was part of Ethiopia or South Sudan, whether this land belonged to the Nuer or to the Anuak, we are where we are. We have these clashes. People are dying from them. We are losing a whole generation of people who will not go to school because of this. We have so many people who are living as refugees in other countries. You can see that when talking to your sister, Pekero just left, I had to translate. This is an impact of this war. So very soon you will have grandchildren who cannot even talk to their grandparents because they went away as refugees and now they came back. The hardware is Anuak or Nuer, but the software is Australian or Kenyan or American. Can we move towards solving it without necessarily pointing fingers on who is wrong? Can we sit around the table and say, listen, I think this is a setup. The government is intentionally letting us fight among ourselves. We're going to unalive ourselves. We're going to lose all our best men and women. And then for what? Of what gain is it to get the whole Royal North land or the whole Anuak land, but you lose your own life? Not sure if we agree on that. If Anuak land is given to the Anuak, but all the Anuaks are either gone or they live in other countries, on all their kids, do you think if you raise a child in Kenya or in Australia, will they think, oh, I think my land is in Akobo, I want to go back, I want to live this lifestyle in Australia? So it's a loss from both ends. Can we think of what can be done to solve this? Do we have representatives? If we don't have a centralized command system among the Nuer, whoever leaders that are there, can we reach out to them, to reach out to the Anuak leadership and talk and say, listen, in this Ethiopia, honestly, we look more alike than the other side. It's pointless to unalive our own selves in defense of a land that someone else will take once we are all down. This is what I want to talk about.
Okay, let me talk. Let me
Yeah, did Omot speak? Omot or Cham? I think we give him a chance first.
Okay, me.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, the problem in Gambela right now is the land grabbing problem. You know, as like what I said before, at Kobo right now, there's no annual inside here in Akobo. So Nuer left in Akobo by themselves, nothing done. Even if you go to Akobo right now, you will see Akobo is still in the bush, like a bush. Like a bush. Even if you go to Nasser, we leave the Nasser and you to the Nuer. If you go there right now, you see that place by your eye. Nothing done inside. A war zone between South Sudan and Nuer. Even we divided, we give Nuer opportunity in Gambela. We give them a lot to be Ethiopian, like a Nuer zone and Nuer zone. You go to Nuer zone right now, you will see every child with a gun under 13, 14, carry gun, waiting to somebody to be killed. You know, that's the big problem right now. So he say, Umot say, people, we don't care, I belong to the land. If I bomb them on the road, I don't care. So, like me, how can you stay with the criminal in your home? If you told somebody, please, this is my area, this is my land, this is my, I want to cultivate, I don't need you right here. Because of what? The situation. What you see from him, you told him, I don't need you, move out from here, from here. So if you don't listen, what's going to be happening? This is the question. If that person not belong to the land,
Okay,
you say,
thank you, Mot. Let's give our sister a chance.
Can I just say something quickly?
Let me finish.
Yeah, but keep in 1 minute, or not.
That's the problem right now. The Gambela issue cannot be solved on the right here. It's difficult. A lot of people of Anuak, they lost their life.
So who can solve
it? They lost their life. So the border is open. The White Army coming to Ethiopia to kill Anuak, and then Highway coming to Ethiopia to kill Anuak, where we already left the land to the Nuer. Nobody from Anuak can reach in Nuer zone right now, what we talk. Nuer is open to come to the Gambela or to go to the Benue. There is no Anuak going back to Nuer zone to work there, nothing. How can we live like this?
Okay, let's give the Nuer a chance to respond to that. If indeed everyone or all these young boys have the guns with them, and why should countries be going forward when Africans are just unaliving each other? We're going steps back. We are almost in the same place we were when these countries got colonized, or before colonization. We're not moving forward. Omota or Cham, I gave you a chance, but I think you gave it to Ojulo. Didn't you?
No, he dropped me.
So can we have one Nuer and then we come to you, Omot, and no one else should speak after that. My sister, go ahead.
I have to say something. If you can give me a chance, I will be
Let's hear from our sister. I'm not sure if she's a Nuak, then we will jump. If she's Nuer, then we will give her a chance.
Actually, no, but I consider myself as South Sudanese, actually, and I think we have a voice for both sides.
Okay, make it quick.
So you can go ahead and skip me.
Okay, I would love that neutral voice, though.
No, honestly, what I wanted to say was very, very brief. It goes back to what you were saying earlier, KP. You were talking about how, like, okay, at this point, it's like we need a solution. How do we go forward? And I think that should be the focus, you know, because when we keep dragging back what is done, what Dinka did, what Nuer did, you know what I mean. And honestly, every time I come to platforms like this, I always hear people defending still their tribe. You know what I mean? The Dinka is trying to make a point on how much Nuer did damage to Dinka, and Nuers are trying to make a point how much damage and how much suffering that the Nuer is going through in the hand of Dinka. And I just keep seeing it as a repeating history. You know what I mean? At this point, it's like we're stuck. We're not going anywhere. We need to move forward. And I think it comes back to, okay, we can agree. Everything happened. Dinka lost blood in the hand of Nuer. Nuer people also lost lives in the hand of Dinka. But what do we do from here now? How can we move on? I think there's a lack of forgiveness that is happening here. And everybody just wants to keep taking us back. Oh, this was done, so we have to pay back. This was done, and this. It's not. We're not going to get peace this way. Like nothing's going to move forward in the country. So I think we need to come back to okay, everything that was done in the past, let's leave it in the past. But what do we do now moving forward? Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, Jamana, we are still one nation. We are one people, one country. If Arab were to come today to kill South Sudanese, guess what? They don't know the difference. There's no Nuer, there's no Dinka. They will just kill all of us.
I also do not know.
Huh?
I also do not know the difference in Nuer and Dinka. They are all the same.
Exactly. Even me I'm a Dinka girl, but at the same time too, Nuer is my family. You know what I mean? I grew up with them. I have some of them in my life, and I just love them. I love everybody. You know what I mean? We are family at the end of the day. So it's really heartbreaking to keep going through this whole debate. What is done? What this Nuer is the one that's doing this. Dinka is the one that's doing this. It's just so annoying, my people.
So what are you doing at personal level to solve this? Are you extending a hand?
I think we need to conclude. We need to come into a place of understanding that, listen, at the end of the day, we are a country, we are a nation, we are a family. We are the same people. You know? So what's the
difference? This is not about South Sudan, this is about Gambella.
Okay. Thank you, my sister.
Okay, I'm going to go quiet because I don't know much about that stuff.
Okay, thank you.
About the Nuer, Nyali, do you have something to say? Or should I speak?
You can speak.
All right. KP, you asked a very good question. Can you just repeat it again, please? Because I just want to make it short as possible.
I think I asked many questions about what exactly? About the future of the...
Okay, I think I got it. The thing is, KP, even if you do the life for 100 years, the Anuak will never come to a term to live with the Nuer. That is the reality, and we have to accept that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's you guys, by the way.
Okay, we have to accept that. I think some of the Anuak are agreeing with me. Even if we do the talks, we do everything, the Anuak will never accept to live with the Nuer.
Just a minute. By the way, when you write me to bring you up, at least you should send the invite first. Okay, go ahead, Jidun.
Not accept that because what you guys did.
Sonia, wait for your chance. Wait for your chance.
What our sister said just before she dropped. Nuer and Dinka get along, they don't get along most of the time. They fight, but at the end of the day, we have one thing in common. We still do our intermarriage, and we know we are also Sudanese. To Nuer and Dinka, they know they are South Sudanese, and Nuer and Anuak, in the other hand, who are actually native, to be exact, in Gambella, they don't get along. I think it's more like permanent enemies. You get more like permanent enemies. Yeah. So even if you try, KP, I know you're trying so much just to get a common ground where the Nuer and the Anuak can come together and maybe sort out a peace talk and stuff like that. Because I know 62 people are watching. That's a huge number. You are looking for a solution where Nuer and Anuak can come together and agree on something, But I think it will never happen because the Anuak, I'm sorry to say this, deep down in their heart, I only see hatred. And the only thing I see is they don't want to do anything with the Nuer. They just want to get rid of the Nuer, let them go to any other place. But so long as they're not, near the Nuer.
Jinun, I think they said Nuer refugees. I don't think they said Nuer.
When they say refugee, I think it's just they sugarcoating things. To be honest, if you ask a Nuer person, to be honest, just deep down, they just don't want to deal with the Nuer again. That's the truth.
Okay.
I know it's hard, but that's the truth.
With the assumption that we don't want really to.
I think they've said multiple times that they only have problem with the Nuer refugees. The Ethiopian Nuer are okay. Maybe it's only problematic when the Ethiopian Nuer team with the foreigners, that the foreign Nuer, to trouble the local community. But as far as I'm concerned, in the last 4 days, I think the problem has been refugees. They've used the word refugees.
So okay, if the problem is the refugee, like we always tell them, you guys, if the problem is the refugee, we don't have as a Nuer, we don't have the power to.
It's not only a refugee, but all of the Nuers.
Thank you.
Sonia, but they are Ethiopian Nuers.
She just.
Can I say something?
No, we need to have order. So Sonia, if you have something, say it in under 2 minutes, and then we give Aju a chance. Okay, I think Sonia is not ready.
Are you with me?
No, Sonia. I think she's not ready.
My point.
Okay, Aju. And I think you guys kept skipping Omot or Cham up there.
Can I speak?
Okay, please. But this is your chance. Speak.
Okay. Thank you so much for letting me speak. So, at first, I think this conflict between Nuer and Anuak has been for so long. It started from since I was born or before I was born. And their plan is, it's not about the government position, it's not about the refugee, but the refugee as a little part about in that conflict. If I might say, the Nuer people plan is to grab the Anuak lands. This is the very big plan of Nuer people. If I confirm from the start, from Akobo, you can see that first Anuak people were living in Akobo. There was some people who were living in Akobo, but Nuer tried hard to displace these people, and they were displaced by Nuer. That was happened at that time. And from now, in Gambella here also, there are some part of Gambella who was occupied by Anuak before. For example, I heard so far from the beginning, Lare was occupied by Anuak, but little by little, Anuak was displaced by Nuer by force, because Anuak people don't want to live with the people who is always distracting them.
Yes, Omot, what's the solution?
No, I don't. I will conclude that.
Okay, because we've talked about history for the last 4 days,
Yeah, but I think I'm new here today.
Okay.
Maybe I can speak my ideas.
Okay, keep it short.
So, Lara was occupied by Anuak before, but they was displaced by Nuer by force. So now, from now also, this conflict is because Nuer people want to grab our land. They even say our border will be Abubo. You know Abubo, right? They always want to grab our land. They grab new land. That new land was not the name, the original name. It was Tenkwar. It was Tenkwar, and they grab it from Anuak and name it to new land. You can see that new land. It is new from them. It's not the original one. So the problem of Gambella is from Nuer. They want to grab the Anuak land.
Okay. That's the problem. But what's the solution?
The solution is because now the refugees are becoming so many in numbers here. They exceeded from the host community. it will be very easy for them to gather themselves with the Nuer Ethiopian because if I may say, there are few peoples or few Nuers who are Ethiopians. And that is the reason why they are. There is a reason why they are Ethiopians. Our ancestors told us that before 19 and something, they were coming to just serve their cattle, so that our ancestors give them some land to serve their cattle. Then they called for their parent or their relatives so that they have got some land to live in, so that the government of Ethiopia try to just make the Gambella region to be a region, so that they concluded into the region. But there were very little.
Okay, Omot.
When they become
Well,
very more,
Omot, my brother.
You should go just to the point.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me finish.
Yes. Solution.
Okay. Now, for the solutions, I may say that removing the refugees must be the solution, because from now I can see that the refugees are the ones who just causing the very big problem here. For the beginning, when there was a little or few North, there was no conflict like this. But when the refugees come here and they become very, very, very large in number, conflict it becomes very easy to happen. So if the refugee is relocated or will be relocated to another region, that will be the solution. The Nuer number will be increased, will be decreased, so that we will live peacefully without refugees. So because now I don't see any Nuer who claim to be a refugee here in Gambella. I don't see it. Even I have so many friends of Nuer. Since my primary school, we was study with Nuer, but he was here. From now, I'm in Pinjudu right now, but I have my friend who is from Nuer. We was study. I was study with him here in Pinjudu, and now I can see him even say that I'm citizen. That's the problem of all Nuer. They can claim they are citizen, all, even they are not. That my friend say that I'm a citizen. Even he will post something that say I'm a citizen. So there maybe all Nuer are not citizen here. They are refugees.
All of them?
So that the solutions is Nuer refugee must be relocated, so that we can live peacefully.
Thank you so much. Aju, we'll hear from Aju, then Sol, and then I think I will have to finish it at exactly 2:30, so in 11 minutes. Huh? So Aju, keep it short.
This is Watch. My name is Watch. I'm using my daughter account. Her name is Aju. I'm new here, but I've been watching from Facebook. But I've been wanting to talk, but there's no way. But today I was in. So my English is not good, but I'm gonna try.
Okay. Our English are not good, all of us.
I think I grew up in Newtown. That's my town. So when I was there, I was little, and it was not a lot of Nuer. I wanted to just go back a little bit. It was not a lot of Nuer. Even my brother-in-law was the president that time there. So it was not a lot, and we was like, we can play with them. We can go there wherever they are, and then they can come to our land, to our area too. So it was kind of fun, when I was young. And I left the place and come to America. And then the time I went back, it was like it was a lot of Nuer. Like you can't go to Cherokee anymore. You can't go to the other side, because people are afraid. That's the thing, is the way I know people are scared right now is just because like the way they don't want to exmit it too. There's a refugees, or they don't want to move the refugees because it's kind of like mixed together. You know, wherever they are right now, and it's mixed together. And then when they come and kill people, it's kind of like not refugees anymore. It look like it's all Noor. That's why it's kind of like we saying all Noor. We don't want to live with Noor anymore. So I think that's one of the problem, you know. And New York area over there, there's no New York there anymore. They run because every time it's fight from that side, you know, they come and fight, and everybody come to Yutong. Here now, I think there's not a lot of people live there. The places, there's nobody there. There's no New York there anymore. Where the other side of, you know, behind the Yutong, there's not a lot of New York there anymore. They run because what? Because of the war of Noor, you know. By the way, my dad is Noor. Maybe a lot of New York people don't know that. So my dad is Noor, my mom is a New York, and now I don't think, to be honest with you guys, I don't think I can be like, I'm deleting all the Noor friends and everything. Then I can be just a New York, not to be Noor friends anymore. So the problem is, if I think there's no boundary. Noor people, they don't want to stay in their place, you know, where if we're talking about they're not refugees, they're Ethiopian, right? We are Ethiopian. We don't want to do talking about that anymore because Noor people, they don't want to agree to that anymore. They are Ethiopian, we mix together, everything is everybody's there. But the problem is, the one I want Noor to understand, my family, I want them, you know, where the Kabale or whatever, where you guys locate, you guys can stay there and not wanting to be mixed with Anyuak. Because Anyuak, they don't want to mix because later on there's a problem or killing. So I don't think we like that. That's why we can be agree for you guys to stay where you guys is, where the government put you guys in. So if you guys can do that, and it's two steps. One, the Noor people, they can stay wherever they is. And then second, refugees have to be going some far away from Gambella. Because if it's mixed together like that, when they do war, we don't know if it's refugees or Noor, because they're all of them. It's a lot. People are still coming in. And then when they come in, they don't want to be refugees anymore. They just wanted to be like, oh yeah, this is our country. This is Gambella. This is Ethiopia. We are Ethiopia. So you come today, you don't want to be refugees anymore. You just want to be Ethiopia. So I think that's the problem with every time you come from Sudan, there's a war there. If you come to the Gambella, okay, you're not refugees, you are Ethiopia. So that's one thing. Enough people, they don't want, including myself, I don't want you to just come and say, okay, we are this, you know, or this is our land. Or the way they fight too. I think there's a paper they wrote, you know, like Barba, Balat, Tiragat. Tiragat right now, we are close to Tiragat, where the Anuak people are running to there. They wanted to make the river like Openo to Anuak to be in the other side. And then right now it's only a little bit left, you know, for Anuak to be running to the other side. And people, they're not staying in there where they are right now. People are afraid because they took everything. They took everything, they burned places. So people are scared to come back. And the government, Nuer people, I'm pretty sure Nuer people pay the government money to not see any problem at all. You know, whatever it is right now, it's between Nuer and Anyuak. The government don't care about it. But
What's the evidence about this, about the payment of the government?
What?
What's the evidence about the payment to the government?
Because, you know, some of them, they talk about it. Some people, they talk about it. And the people, like the big people, the main cause, they go to Addis Ababa, meet with those people, you know, with the president, whatever. There's a stuff like that, because every time they do some stuff, there's a nice people who can talk about the stuff they're doing. When they're angry, they talk about it. Whatever they're doing, when they're angry, they talk about it, you know? So that's why we are afraid. The government is behind it. But the only thing I'm afraid, even I tell God, don't kill me yet. I want to see what's gonna happen to Noor between if they finish Noor, they finish Anyuak, right? Or Anyuak is scared and started running like always. They run like even right now we're running to the other side. Is our Noor one for young people to be on the other side and all this area to be there? But what's gonna happen? I just wanted to to tell you guys, Noor, our government, Abacha, Bun is using you guys until they know the young people, them the mean people there, them the one who like the oaths of that area. But when you guys don't see that is a problem and try to fight until you guys finish and you have or they move to the other side, what's gonna happen between you and Boy? Because Boy see is how we stay here in America. They are white and we are black. So always we have to stay black. Everywhere you go, you still black anyway. You can't change it. The same thing with the Bun people, with the Bacha people. You still black always. Even right now, they're treating you guys like that because there's a lot of benefit from you guys. There's cows, there's milk, there's lead, like that. So they using you guys. That's how I see it. If you guys don't realize, okay, now we have to live in peace, and wherever the government take us to stay there. Like me, I don't want to fight at all. I like the way before when I used to go to North people, we hang out, and then they come to us, we hang out we go to school together. That's what I want, respect, boundary.
Okay.
Boundary, that's what I want, okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so anyone speaking from now, you only have 1 minute because I would have to sleep by 2:30. Yeah, so remember, keep it just 1 minute.
1 minute is not Okay, first of all, I want to thank Mr. KP. Thank you for the chant today. I think it has been 5 days now.
Yeah, 5 days of not sleeping well.
Yeah, 5 days today. I have been here, but I didn't join the live. I've been down here in the comment section. So today we are talking about the solution the solution for what is going on in Gambella. I think we have been talking for this story so far, and first of all, I want to tell you myself, I am Anyuak, or I am Gambella.
Someone is requesting if you guys could open your cameras so that they see your faces when you saying the truth or lying.
Okay.
But you can continue.
No, I already switch off my light right
now.
No,
no problem. Just continue.
Yeah, I am Gambelant. When I say I'm Gambelant, I mean I am Anyuak. I am an Anyuak from Ethiopia. So I don't want to go back historically. I just want to talk on the solution about what is going on in Gambella. So, Mr. KP Jaluo, what I want to say about the solution of Gambella, as we are talking about Nuer living in Gambella, majority of Nuer in Gambella are refugees. And that is the truth. There's nothing we can do about it. We have a number of 400,000 something like that. The majority of Nuer living in Gambella are all refugees. Maybe just part of them, like 100, were the citizens. We didn't deny that there is no citizen, there is no Nuer citizen in Gambella. Yes, they are there. I think the problem is coming from the Ethiopian government. They accept Nuer to be the citizen of Ethiopia, and that is according to the law of Ethiopia. Whoever comes to Ethiopia and stay for a while, he or she can be a citizen of the country. And all those Nuer are talking here that they belong to Gambella or Ethiopians. I think they were born before all this happened. And I can go back historically. Nuer entered Gambella in 19th century, which is 18 and something. That's when Nuer came to Gambella to enter Ethiopia due to the conflicts or whatsoever happening in Sudan and at that time. So the time they came to Gambella, they have been there they are not that many those days, but in 19th century, if some of the people here don't know historically, you can go and check it or ask whoever around you like those big Nuer around you can ask them about the history of Gambella. So they came in 19th century. Some of them came during the war that happening in Gambella, in Sudan.
Yeah, but so what's the solution?
The solution for that, I can go to the solution of that. I just want them to remind that.
Okay.
So there is nothing much to say about this. The only solution that we want for Gambella to be free of this violence so far, because it has been a years now, people are suffering in Gambella, like the real citizens of Gambella are suffering. The solution is that
be nice.
all these refugees, all the refugees, these 400 and something refugees in Gambella, they should be relocated to other regions of Ethiopia. If we want the war to end in Gambella, the only solution to that should be work in Gambella is to relocate all the refugees living in Gambella. These 400 and something refugees, they should be relocated somewhere else apart from Ethiopia. Again, not Gambella. So for Gambella to be free of this violence or of this war every year.
The solution is that
we relocate the refugees.
If not relocating all the refugees from other place of Gambella, South Sudan is now free. They went to Ethiopia for the war that happened between South Sudan and Sudan. So South Sudan is free and it is governed.
But if it's not free or not,
they can come have the government of Ethiopia. You know,
just allow them to go.
Sonia, wait for your chance. Okay, so I think you've already given your solution. The refugees should go back.
You said? Pardon, just come on.
What's the solution that you put forward?
The solution
refugees to go back.
South Sudan is now free.
Okay.
It is governed and it is independent. It is better to take back all those refugees, but so that we can deal, so that the Gambella government can deal with the remaining citizens, which is 100 and something money.
So does that include the Anuak refugees?
Yeah, whoever is the refugee, either Anuak or Majang, whoever is the refugee there should go back to where he or she come from. We don't care about either is Anuak or whatever. Only the refugee, relocating the refugee or taking back the refugee to where they came from.
Okay, thank
so
you.
that the Gambella can be free from the violence that is happening every year.
Thank you. Queen, the floor is yours. Keep it under 1 minute, please. I'm already 3 minutes off my sleeping time.
Okay, thank you so much again for your time. It's been a while. You've been here for so long. I hope we're going to pay for you for this time.
Yes, you guys need to go share my GoFundMe link as my payment.
I will share it. Okay. So we've been going back and forth for the history, and but to be honest, where they will never tell you the truth, that's the reality, and I will not say it. Some people they don't lie, but to be honest, lies of this community is too much on our head. As other people, they already talk a lot of what's going on in Ethiopia, and particularly in Gambella. It has been too much. It's just out of hate. So the only solution, as you hear a lot from our Anuak brothers and sisters, is to move out the refugee from Gambella. That's the only solution, and to bring back our village that they took. Because as we're talking now, there's some village that Anuak are no longer living there. There's other village from part of Itang, Joko and Lare. There's some village under those, which is Anuak areas like Elia and Paul, Pakedi. Those village is Anuak areas, but they get killed by the Nuer people. Nuer will go and attack them and then kill a lot of them. So because they are just few number, they move away from there. And then not long ago, it was just last year, I believe it's just like 3 months ago, they attacked another village that side, and then the people they are brought in Gambella, which is the Anuak people. So there is some Anuak area which is has been taken by the Nuer people. Where when we said we generalize them, they are all refugees. This is the real, is the true, because they will cross the border beside the Itang, that side Joko, where they came from South Sudan and across the border and came to Ethiopia, which is nobody even on that border to close them. But Ethiopian government is supposed to take control, but they're doing nothing because of the benefit that they get from refugee. Okay, so this is the main issue, that the Ethiopian government can never ever listen to the host community. To be honest, the host community will fight with the Nuer, while the government are just washing them. This thing, if the whole world here, will be very bad for the Ethiopian government. Because you cannot silent as a deaf while you don't even listen to the host community. But if these people finish there, what are you gonna do? There's nothing you're gonna do. You're going to deny that there's no people who are died? Like, as we are speaking right now, for the accident happened last year, the Anuak people are going to jail for that. And who does that first? Is the Nuer who does that? There's this called Kule 1, Kule 2, Kule 3. It's a camp, all of them. It's beside of Itam, where they killed these two ladies, and operation, the other one who was pregnant 3 months, and removed the baby, put it on top of her. From there, when they killed the other man in the office, which is the police officer, that's how the Anuak people take the revenge. And then after they take the revenge, and instead they whole came up and start go to the village called Akada, burn all the houses, take the property. They came to Abol, attack the people, burn the property, and take the other stuff, taking the government car, taking anything they get from there, they took it away. They came beside the Gambela town. There's another place called Omininga, which is very close to Chankwar where they live. They attacked the people and killed 12 Hanwak people. Okay? And then they burned the houses there. Right now, as we speak, there is no Hanwak in that area. And they want to take the place. They also attacked the other side called, they call it Agunyang. They just burn everything. This is the Nuer people we are talking about it here. So to make it brief, as you know, Kefi, and Kenya, there's Somali Kenya, there's so many different tribes. But they will never blame that this is my land, this is my what. They will stay and follow the law. And there's a region who make them to be a citizen in that country. Let's say if they are born there, they will be a citizen. But you have to follow the law.
Correct.
Like me, I am in Canada right now as I'm talking to you. I came from Kenya as a refugee. I never ever claim any land. But if you go to Gambella right now, you ask Nuer, they will tell you I'm Gambelian. They will tell you I'm Ethiopian citizen. But where is the land you belong to? If you are a citizen, we not refuse to say that you're not a citizen of Ethiopia, but go where else to Ethiopia. Because the Ethiopian land is not only in Gambella. Gambella is a land that belongs to someone. It's Anuak land. What we don't want from the Nuer people is how they claim our land. That is the problem now. We are talking about the land issue.
Okay.
We're not just talking about something. We are talking about the land issue. If the Ethiopian government want to keep refugee, let them take them to another somewhere else.
Okay.
Because
That's the
there is
solution.
Asusa refugee. Few days ago, they brought back from Asusa to Gambella. Why? Asusa is a part of Ethiopian. Why they bring them back to Gambela, Ethiopia? Is it because of what? They create problem there. They never live and feast. These Nuer people, we are talking about them here. Okay? So to make them
Go ahead. Finish up, my sister.
somebody is
It's
mic
okay.
is
It's okay.
up.
I muted
Sorry.
already.
Oh, thank you so much. So to make it short,
Solution?
is for the government to take the refugee out in our land. That the whole isolation, even in Gambela right now, they held us. When they go to the meeting, the only thing they tell the government is that we want the refugee to be moved out in our land.
Okay.
But because they get paid, they don't want to listen to that. This morning, there's some website from Ethiopian UN website. We are under that said no to refugee in Gambela. They block every annual and they delete all the comments. This is Ethiopian website. Do you see this? The Ethiopian government are playing rule on this going on between the Anuak and the Nuer refugee and our land. We are like, it's just enough. There's a lot of history that we are no longer talking about it. From Akobo to where, Tergol, and where, and Nyum, and where, and Da, and Bala. You will hear Nuer say that, then you have let them go back to Kenya. We not belong to Kenya. How do you tell us we go to Kenya while you are living in our land? We are not belong to Kenya. You will hear them say, let the Anua go to Pinchala. Pushala, not Pinchala, but they call it Punchala. It's our land, our Anua people living there. And for this Anuak that who are some of them are refugees right now, who make them to be a refugee is the Nuer people. The Anuak people who are living in Akobo years ago, some years back, but they are displaced by the Nuer because they get killed by the Nuer people. These Nuer are we talking about them now today? They are the people even they cannot even make the area they take. They will not do the develop to build the place. They will just make it like ghost area. Now they will telling us to go to Abu. You know Abu very well. They said the border will be Abu with them. They want to remain this side. How did this work? Will make people to fight. It's just a violence. If you tell someone that you are living in their land, that I want you to go that side and I want to remain here in your land, it's a bullet. That's the only solution they want from Daniel right now. We are getting angry.
Okay.
They know very well the solution. If they don't want to go, they know the solution.
Yeah, I will make my
Okay.
Let me talk.
Okay. We go to Sonia. Sonia has been waiting here for a while. And Sonia, I think I saw your question. I'm in Nairobi, yeah? I'm Kenyan. I'm based in Kenya. Sonia, if you can keep it under 1 minute, because now we are 14 minutes off my deadline for tonight, but I can extend it for the next 16 minutes. But that is if everyone can keep their comments short, because everyone wants to speak. Sonia. Okay, I think she's not here. Alemo, take her spot, and then when she comes back, she will get a chance.
Oh, you mean Mark Alemo?
Yes, you, Alemo, Mark Alemo.
Thank you, Jalu. I think this is my second time coming to your live show. I'm very thankful that you just hosted this live video for the last 4 days. I hope some of you guys can learn from this, even though I can see pushing back from both sides because nobody wanna hear the reality and the grievance people who are dying down there. just to respond to some of the question that was raised by our brother nurse. If I live, everybody know Addis. If you live in Addis, you can live there because that's the capital city of everybody, all the citizens. But you cannot get a county or a district license permit. So just try to understand that. And one of the things these people are claiming, let's say if I go to Puchala, just because they are like me too, they cannot push me back or do anything harm unless I'm living peaceful with them. But so
what's the solution to this problem, Makalemo? How can we arrive at a solution?
Well, the solution is this. Now we know on both sides. The Nuer in a government system, which is the Nuer Ethiopians, they're not really interesting their people to relocate somewhere else because that would hurt their numbers. One thing. And the Ethiopian government is benefiting almost the last 50 years since the revolution of the black people or the South Sudanese people that settled in Gambella. They benefited from the funding that's the United Nations giving to them. So it's very difficult for them to relocate these people because they will lose all the money that they get, the billions of dollars that they get every year or every. And also they disagree with the United Nations rule that they can welcome anybody that's leave their country and host them in the land. But like this, one of the ladies, Dolores, say that I just went to their website today, Refugee and Returnee Service, and I just give some statement. But now today you don't see them. They just delete all comments that's everybody's giving in their website. I know the director of the refugees in Gambella, she's a Abash woman, Ruth Swab Mulugeta, and she been down since the new government, Gambella government's getting power. I think she went there like 2 times.
Could you pause a little bit, Makalemo? Could you pause a little bit? Pause a little bit.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, I just need to make a comment because I see King God Peter, who said we are not going anywhere. I'm wondering if we actually hosting these lives to get a solution or to show the ego, because it beats me, you know. If we're just going to show the ego, then there's no point of having a platform to talk, because I think if we have to say we're going nowhere, if we can speak one language, that's better. But if we're just showing ego, then it's pointless, you know.
Honestly, to me, it's like coming here and talking, and because I see the commenters of a lot of people that they don't, even the single people from our brothers from the other side, they're not at the meetings. That there's something wrong that we have to fix as
because
human
I
beings.
think if both the Nuer and the Nuak can speak one language, that we, sorry, just 1 minute. Yeah, if we can all agree that as the Nuak and Nuer who are Ethiopian, we all speak the same language, that let's advocate for the relocation of the refugees, both Nuer and Anuak refugees, then I think we're going to have a solution, we're going to live in peace. But if we're going to flex...
I think to get the solution, are we going to...
Yeah, if we are flexing, then there's no point, because as a Kenyan, I'm safe. I'm in Nairobi, there's no war. I go to Homa Bay, there's no war, so I'm safe.
You're going to talk to their government or what?
Yeah, so I think it's
Can
important.
I say something, please?
Yeah, no, but Alemo need to finish, and then we go to Ariet, because Sonia skipped us. Keep it short.
Yeah, the solution is fact. So enough it's enough. It's enough. You know, we asked these people for the last 50 years, more than 50 years, and I think they should relocate somewhere else if, if the Ethiopian government need their help.
Thank you.
Or if they want to make them safe.
That's
the only thing. And then we can live with the rest of the Nuer community who are Ethiopians.
Thank you.
Like New Land, I was born. If I ask one of those guys now, do you know Kurdi? If they will know Gambella, anybody can know where's Kurdi located in Gambella. That's the middle of right now. They call it.
Okay. Alemo, I think you've given your solution, the relocation of the refugees.
Yes. Thank you. I'm done, brothers. Yeah,
Okay. Cham family, please keep it short. Just a solution.
Anyway, you guys can hear me. Before I go to solution, I need to clarify something for our brothers. It seems like there's no understanding. Common ground about there's a difference between indigenous and citizen. So we all agree on that. So there's a big difference between that. So as far as citizenship goes, nobody denied anybody cannot be a citizen of any country. Anyone can be a citizen of any country. Anybody can be a citizen of any country. Let's agree on that and proceed ahead. So the solution of Gambella region right now, the chaotic that's going on right now is because of refugees simply. All the refugees need to move out of there, including Anuak themselves. But other ethnic group that are living as a refugee, they will not go along with Nuer to be relocated somewhere. Just to check that out. So they may be relocated somewhere else. Nuer can move out of their land. They don't want to be refugee anyway. They can go back to Akobo. They can go back to Yoko. They can go back to Lare. They can go back to all places.
Cham, I think there's something wrong with your audio. Okay. I think, Cham, I would have to. I can no longer hear you. Ariet, could you take a spot?
It's my turn now?
Yeah. Keep it short.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, brother KMP. You know, all this I've been watching you guys since 4 days now. 4 days now. You know, all this talking, the solution must be between brother and sister Noel. You know, I'm a York anyway. You know, the solution for this problem in Gambella, to move these refugees from Anuak, refugees from Nuer, to move it far away from Gambella. Maybe the solution, we can get that solution. Because right now, you know, people is not, Gambella is not peace at all. Even my family, they moved from Umininga to, you know, where they get safe place. You know, the solution right now, brother and sister Noel, we have to start to move refugees. Even Anuak refugees or Nuer refugees. I don't care. They can move it from far away from Gambella, and then we can get peace. If we talk back and say, oh, Anuak do this, oh, Nuer do this, not the solution. You guys know solution. You know? Anuak right now, they say, we need peace. How do we live with somebody, no peace? You know, if my family right now, I'm here, or Nuer here, we're not gonna get along at all. We're fighting all the time. I think one person can say, I'm gonna move far away from this person. You know, the solution, you guys know, to move refugees. We know we are citizens from Nuer, citizens from Anuak, but the solution, move the refugees.
Okay.
You know,
Thank you.
that's my point.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Sonia, if you can keep it short as well now, if you're available.
Can I have a final remark, please? Once.
After Sonia. After Sonia.
Okay.
Okay. Sonia, are you here? Okay, Gam, go ahead. Final remarks, and then Nihialik. I think Sonia is not ready.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, KP, for organizing this marathon show. 5 days in a row is not an easy task.
Yeah, not easy.
And I would have imagined that something constructive would come out of this discussion.
Hopefully.
But I think you can judge by yourself the scale of the problem that the people of Gambela are facing. And I think there is somehow a consensus from the Anuak that the refugees need to be relocated or repatriated back to South Sudan. But there is somehow resistance from the other part. But I think for the Anuak is very clear. The reason why they want the refugees to go is because of the influx of refugees who are actually making the life of farmers difficult. The lady Queen, I think she spoke what is on the ground. The fact that farmers have been displaced from their areas. Simply to grab land. And these are not nationals, or these are not citizens of Ethiopia who are Nuer.
People have agreed that both Nuer and Anuak refugees to be relocated. I don't know why these questions keep coming up. All the refugees.
Yeah. So I think the Nuer, by the look of it, anybody who wants to stay in town can stay in town. But there is no reason why you should go to the villages of other farmers to displace them. So this trend has happened because of refugees, and I think that is, it sounds for the solution to be for the Ethiopian authorities to work toward a sustainable solution by relocating refugees or repatriating them back, because South Sudan is peaceful at the moment, apart from the causes of that. The Nuer are having issues thinking that they want to take over Juba government, forming a terrorist group like the White Army. So these things, it doesn't help.
Okay.
So anyway, just to conclude, I think you are doing well, my brother, and keep the good job.
Thank you.
We all will support you in whichever way. Thank you.
Thank you. Nihialik, it's your chance. Because I think Sonia is always not here when I call her to speak. Yeah, but now you have to speak after Nihialik.
Okay, no
Just say that. You can talk. It's okay. Sonia, go on. Sonia.
You see, my question is like, are you here for the solution or are you here for the outcome?
Solution only.
Yeah. Solution. Okay, if you're here for the solution, okay. Do you keep these people like this one? The Nuer are coming this side and the York are coming this side. Like they are just here for the arguing, not the solution.
So give us solution, Sonia. Don't care about what other people said.
Okay, the solution is just we want the refugee and the citizens, the one who are making themselves that like that the citizens. So we want them to go back to South Sudan. That's all. That's the solution.
And you mean? I hope you're not using the word Nuer and refugee interchangeably. When you mean refugee, both Anuak and Nuer refugees.
Because some of them they are making themselves like the refugee and the other ones are the whatever. The citizens.
Okay. So both Nuer and Anuak refugees. should go?
Not okay, no problem. Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
But you see, the New York who are here, who are refugee, they will not say that they are New York from Gambia. They will just tell you. Even me, I'm one of them. Like I'm from South Sudan. I'm a New York from South Sudan. And even what I will tell them is like I'm a New York from South Sudan, so I don't belong here.
Yes, the challenge with taking Nuer refugees only is that it will get tribal. And when the moment it gets tribal, then we're back to square zero. So if we handle it as Ethiopian citizen versus refugees, it's much easier. But if we say, okay, the Nuer refugees should go, but the Anuak refugees should stay, then we will be back here. We will be back to the same point. Okay. Garlic, your last remark.
I think don't skip me, KP.
I would like to respond to a question if you have a question.
Okay, I just want to know what is the solution. Do you agree with relocation of refugees, both Nuer and Anua refugees?
Yeah, I do agree.
Okay, you're a bit hesitant.
What is it? Yeah, what is it gonna take for us to like move them or relocate them somewhere? Are we gonna come as one, like the Anuak citizens of Ethiopia and the North, or how is it gonna work?
This is what I'm going to push. This is what I'm trying to push everything towards, because if we have both the Nuer and Anuak, if we get them to speak the same language, then we can have a solution. But if we have the Anuak saying refugees should go, but the Nuer are saying the refugees should not, then there's no solution. So I'm trying to get both the Anuak and the Nuer to agree that our problems started with the arrival of the refugees. And for that reason, anyone who came from South Sudan, both Nuer and Anuak, should be relocated to either other parts of Ethiopia or back to South Sudan.
Refugees who are here, who are in South Sudan, for them it's very simple for them to go back to their country. But it's only the Nuer who can't accept to go back.
If you're gonna make the case that the Nuer refugees should go, I think that should also include the Anuak refugees.
Yeah, but there is no problem with the Anuak refugees who are here.
Oh, the Anuak refugees have
But
accepted.
even most of them, they have gone back to their places.
Okay.
I don't think that would be fair, but I don't have a problem with the refugees moving, but you don't have to like come down to one specific group.
I think you're speaking the same language. I think she said both refugees can go, but at this point, the Anuak refugees have already said yes, we can go. It's only the Nuer who are still hesitant. So I think she's advocating for both refugees to go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, that's good.
Okay, thank you. At least we...
What are we going to do about it?
The issue is, if you go to the government and tell them what you have been talking about your word, I just want to know that.
That for KP?
Yeah, that's for me.
Yeah?
That's for me.
Yeah.
I will say that at the very end, after Jinoon has spoken. Jinoon, then Monica, then I think I'm not taking anyone else.
Okay. KP, I want you to do me two favors. Like,
okay.
I want to ask you two things.
Okay. Yeah.
After I heard my brother Gam and Cham family spoke, I came to understand one thing. Like, and this thing is very, very dangerous, but I knew I don't understand it. Yeah. So I want you to search one thing for me. I want you to search when did Gambella hand it over to Ethiopia? I just want you to search this.
I think Jinoon.
No.
Jinoon.
Because I want to say very important.
I will, Jinoon, I will look for this. If we can have a talk separately, we will. But the truth is, the Anuak have their separate reality, the Nuer have separate reality. So you will Google that, and the Nuer will say, the Anuak will say, okay, it's this other one. And then where does KP stand? I'm Kenyan. I have
Okay.
to, so for now, the question I'm asking, do you support the relocation of refugees, both Anuak and...
Okay, thank you, KP. Actually, I will answer to that.
Okay.
And before I get into it, in 1902, the Sudan, not South Sudan, the Sudan government, like the Angola or wherever, British, they gave Gambella, they handed Gambella to the Ethiopian emperor in 1902. And when I say Gambella, the people who live in it too, the land and the people as well. Just for a treaty, a peace treaty. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
That is the colonial. Now I won't get to it. So if you search in the indigenous people, let me talk. When you search the indigenous people,
where I live was part of Uganda. It was given to Kenya. We cannot go back into history because the Anuak have their own parallel reality. Do you understand me? So the way you're explaining this to me, an Anuak will also come, Gam will also take another 30 minutes to explain his reality as an Anuak. And then where do we stand after that? So whatever happened, whatever part of land was sold to South Sudan or to Ethiopia, it happened. Where we stand now, the only solution that majority seem to agree on, the only one, is the relocation of refugees. This is why I'm narrowing down on it. If we go back into history, we're going to have another full week.
Let me just make it short. About the refugee, like my brother stated, of course, I agree with a lot of Anuak, and the Nuer would agree with it.
Okay.
But the only thing we'll not agree is the Nuer going, picking arms, joining Anuak to fight the refugee. We will not do that. If they need a peaceful relocation of the refugee, let them do it peacefully.
There is no one saying that. We are not fighting.
No, the Anuak are actually fighting. Let me talk. The Anuak are actually fighting the refugee. Is that not the point?
But that is why we are here. We are talking about that. We are not talking about...
If the Anuak are fighting the refugee, let them do it peacefully, mannerly. Let them just go to the Ethiopian government, Ethiopian website, and complain.
Jinun,
we don't need people there.
Jinun, at this point, I have the Ethiopian Anuak and the Ethiopian Nuer on one side. They are together. We are Ethiopians. We want the refugees, both Anuak and the Nuer refugees, to be relocated. I'm not, up to this point, we have two groups, and these two groups are not Anuak and Nuer. They are Ethiopians and refugees. So the Ethiopian Nuer and Ethiopian Anuak are speaking the same language. So it's not the Anuak want the refugees. It's Ethiopian Anuak and Ethiopian Nuer want refugees to be relocated. So both tribes are cut into two.
I think you misunderstood. The whole point.
Okay.
The Nuer, they don't have, like we the Nuer, we don't have problem with the refugee. But if the Anuak have the problem with the refugee, let them not just fight. Let them just go to let them just go to the Ethiopian government.
Okay.
And request for a peaceful relocation.
Thank you.
That would make sense, right?
Okay. Yes, but Jinun, my problem up to this point is, if the Anuak of Ethiopia present their case to the government that we want refugees to be relocated, it's a tribal thing. They're standing as Anuak. And the Ethiopian Nuer are siding with the refugees. Now, I want the Ethiopian Nuer, because you said they are Nuer who are Ethiopians, who are not refugees. I think you said this maybe the first or second day. I remember you. You said not all Nuer are refugees. And you are among the Nuers who are Ethiopians. Okay? Now, I want you to stand with your fellow Ethiopians and say, if my fellow Ethiopians have a problem with the refugees, I stand with them, let the refugees be relocated. I'm Luo, but I stand with Kenya. Because if I start siding with my Luo people, then I'm going to be in trouble with sixth government. When I started doing what I'm doing here, I told you I'm a Luo documentary filmmaker. I was thinking of Luo unity. I talked to one Luo king in Uganda. I cannot mention his name or his palace. But I was in his palace and he told me, all that unity you're talking about is good. But if you're talking about real unity of a country, then go slow, my grandson, because you're going to step on the wrong feet. That means both the government in Uganda, in South Sudan, in Ethiopia, in DRC, and in Tanzania will be in high alert. What do you mean by Luo unity? For that reason, I love the Luo. I go around doing documentaries. I've been to Gambella, but I cover them as Luo communities in those respective countries. As far as diplomacy is concerned, diplomatic relations, I stand with Kenya. Because if we have the Ethiopian Nuer siding with the Nuer refugees, then it's a cross-border problem. Okay?
I think I get the
I want you to
point.
stand with your
You
Ethiopian
say-
brothers.
You saying we should stand with our Ethiopian Anuak,
Correct.
and we should unite and face the intruders, like the people who came, like the refugee.
Correct.
So here's the thing. I think I want you to reason too from the other side of the Nuer. You don't have to just stick on the other side. All right. I want you to be neutral. When Anuak carry an attack, they don't attack only the refugee. That is the point. They attack just because you're a Nuer. Just for example, if I could just attack you because you're a Luo. So we have this fear too. If we travel on the road, when they get us, they don't separate us like they don't. Let me talk down. Let me talk down. They don't separate the Nuer. They don't separate the Ethiopian and the refugee. They just attack whoever Nuer they get. So that is the thing. If they started, let me talk.
So there is no need to explain.
Let me talk, Agam. If they.
And you know it yourself that you are not a.
She's from Sudan. She shouldn't. She's from South Sudan. This is Ethiopian problem.
Let me talk about this.
Which village do you come from in Gambella?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, KP. The problem with them, they just generalize.
Who is them?
Them, like, I mean, the Anuak.
Now, you're making this to be a tribal issue again. I think I had managed to Sonia is an Anuak refugee. She said, I'm from South Sudan. And she accepted that because I'm from South Sudan, I'm an Anuak, but I'm from South Sudan. We, as Anuak refugees, we have no problem going back to South Sudan. Now, she is standing. So I don't want you to stand with your Nuer brothers because
they are not in Gambella, they are in Pinyodo. They are not in Gambella.
Okay.
You don't got a point.
What I can tell you.
I think KP, I'm sorry to say this, Polisana, but it seems like you don't want to reason with your fellow Nuer brothers because you cannot. Let me say this, KP, and I will say it out of love.
There is a problem here.
I will talk out of love, KP.
Okay, Gam. Give Jinun a chance. Let's give Jinun a chance. Jinun, talk to me.
Let me finish. KP, I will say it out of love. I know you've been trying so much, but yeah, I feel like a little bit offended because you don't want to put yourself in our shoes.
Who is our?
We are the Nuer.
Okay.
Our. When I say our, I'm talking about the Nuer. All right, because it's about the Nuer and the Anuak thing.
Yes, but I don't want it to be that. I want it to be Ethiopians versus refugees versus refugees.
In order to get into Ethiopian in category, in order to get into Ethiopia, we need to have so many things, like at least one thing in common, right? We are the people of Ethiopia. We are the native of Gambella. We are the people of Gambella, right? But to Anuak,
where are you from Gambella? Where you live in Gambella?
That is an X.
Which area, please? Can you explain it?
So the Anuak people, clearly, like I told you before, they don't want to do anything with the Nuer. And if they want to do something with the Nuer, they want to coexist with the Nuer. The first attack, they will do.
Okay, please, let's give Jinun a chance to speak.
Can you close this guy, please? Because we're not gonna move on. Because he don't wanna be.
Let's give him a chance to speak. Jinun. Okay, everyone quiet. I'll talk to Jinun. Everyone quiet. Jinun, I'm Luo of Kenya. We have Anua refugees in Kenya. I know because I've gone through, I've interviewed them. I think there are so many people here who said they are Anua refugees in Kenya. But I'm treating them as refugees. They are my brothers and sisters. Our languages are close. They are Luo. But still, they are refugees. So I would not say, okay, these are Anua refugees here. We can give them land in Kisumu. I'm allowing them to be refugees. And then they can go back to their homes. This is what I want it to be. I'm also, on the Anua side, they also have to be open to talking to their brothers and say, listen, don't attack the Nuer in totality. Let's treat this as Ethiopians versus refugees. This way, an Anuak can speak to their brothers who are attacking Nuer and say, listen, it's not a Nuer versus Anuak. It's Ethiopia versus refugees. And the solution is that refugees should go back home. This way, we are reducing the tension. So I'm not siding with my Luo brothers. If they are here as refugees, they still have to go home.
Okay. KP, I respect that. Just a minute, Sonia.
Okay. Sonia, give a chance.
The problems, but it's the Nuer who decided, like, who claimed that they're whatever.
Oh my God, you guys are dragging me back to 4 a.m.
I think KP, my point is...
Okay, Sonia, let's give him a chance, okay?
I heard you, so, and you made a very, very crucial point, of which is all the parties should come together and consider it. But how the thing started, it started so quickly to a point, like, I really wanted this unity, like, all over. Whenever I'm here, I always advocate.
Yes, that's why I'm surprised today. You always want peace, and today
the people should live together. But how the Anua carry the thing is, they say the motive to relocate the refugee, it's not that the refugee are raiding their land and stuff like that. No, the most agenda was the Nuer population is increasing, the Ethiopia is integrating the refugee. That was the first agenda. You get me? So this will always bring a division between the two communities if you put yourself in both sides. You see? So there is no good motive to drive the refugee out. The only thing should be like the Anuak are insecure. But if that's the case, Anuak, like there's this dude who said the Nuer should. If the only way should have peace is because the Nuer should go back. Of course, let them go back.
I think
we have no problem.
What's your language? I think it's just not fair.
Okay, Gam, Alhamdulillah. Jinun, do you support relocation of refugees or not?
I support it in one condition. And the condition is...
their condition.
Of course, I have a condition.
Okay, go ahead, Jinun.
The condition is, if Anuak want the refugee to relocate, please don't attack on the road. Just do this.
We have agreed on this.
Go to the nearest federal government and complain your case. If you complain your case, and then if the government hear you, you guys, they should do the job.
Thank you, Janun. Thank you. But I want this to not be. It should not be Anua. It should not be Anua telling the government to relocate refugees. It should be both Ethiopian Anua and Nuer together. Not to one side. Otherwise,
we are at war already, KP. How do you want us to do that? We are at war. Like
Janun. If we can talk here, then we can definitely talk on the ground. I heard people say we play basketball with my Anuak brothers. So a conversation can start somewhere. All of us here can hate each other at tribal level. But at personal level, you know that Anuak who's your friend. Start with that one.
Anuak are our friends, and we love the Anuak.
Correct. So
my
we can
uncle
talk.
have a Anuak wife, and more God willing, maybe I'll marry a Anuak lady. Yeah.
So stand with them. Okay.
Can you give time to Monica, please? Because this guy is not living in Isabella. He just want to mess up things that.
Okay, I think Janun. It's okay, Janun. Oh my God. you guys. Okay. Okay. Can we have some order?
Lady, accept someone like you.
Okay. Monica.
Yes.
Monica, speak. Keep it brief, please. Otherwise, I'm going to charge you guys for overtime.
I have a question because and where people they say we need to remove all the refugees and Anuak and where people, right? Let's talk about the Anuak refugees, where they're from. Why did they come as refugees? Because those people they're from Akobo. Akobo land took by Nuer people. Then they came to Ethiopia to be refugees. It's not because they leave their land to be refugees. Do you think about that? They don't have place to go because their land took by Nuer people. Do you think there is be peace in Akobo when they go back there? Because it's only Nuer people there in that land now. And Anuak refugees, they only live in Pinudo. Do you know the place called Pinudo?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
let's say
I've
the
heard.
problem is, let's say the problem is only by refugees people. Okay, in Gambela city there is no refugees there. Why there is fight there? Why they're not gonna leave the fight in any town and Pinudo? If there's if they start something in a town, they're gonna start it in Gambela too. But let's say there is no refugees in Gambela city, the downtown. And they will leave that land, that place, the way they belong, and came to attack the city. That is not right. Let's say Anuak people they don't like Nuer, but we are the one living Homo Majang. But Nuer people they are living there only Nuer, no another people with them. That is fair. It's not fair. It's only Anuak.
So Monica, to you, what's the solution?
I don't think there is solution for this.
So people should just go and alive each other?
What we need to do, we think, remove the refugees, maybe there will be solution about that.
Yeah, but who are refugees? Only the Nuer?
And refugee who are here, they can't even cause problems here. They're always quiet, but it's always the Nuers who are causing problems.
Monica,
okay,
who do you refer to as refugees? Only the Nuer or Nuer and Anuak?
Yeah, the Nuer.
Okay, Sonia, it's not your time to speak.
We need two solutions about this because one is to remove refugees. Number two, about Akobo to live together. Do you think that is gonna happen? Nuer and Anuak to live together in Akobo. We know Akobo belong to Anuak people, right? And Nyum too. But now there is no any Anuak in Akobo. You know that? They became refugees in Gambela. But they don't want to be in Gambela. They want to be in the border there because they are living in the border. Most of them is Sudanese and the part of them in Ethiopia too.
So I think we can start the solution by agreeing that Ethiopian Nuer and Ethiopian Anuak are on one side, and then they can talk to their brothers and sisters who are refugees, say, listen, because of your existence, we have this problem. So instead of continuing to unalive each other, let's agree the Anuak refugees and the Nuer refugees can live. You know, when we keep it tribal, this is when there will be, when we keep it tribal, there will be problem in Akobo. But if the Nuer can have their brothers in Ethiopia like Jinun, talk to them, if the Nuer in Ethiopia can talk to their refugee brothers, say, listen, your existence here is causing this problem. This is why we're having this problem with the unaliving, okay? So please move back home. The Anuak will also talk to their brothers, move back home. If the Ethiopian Nuer or Ethiopian Anuak can be on one side and speak one language, I believe there won't be a big problem in Akobo. But if the Ethiopian Nuer side with Ethiopian refugees and Ethiopian Anuak side with Anuak refugees, then these two tribes will not live together.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yes, please.
Okay, why these refugees, they are moving? They want to go everywhere in Gambela. There's no rules for these refugees. You know that, right?
Okay, you can tell me you're Ethiopian, I'm Kenyan.
They will came to Gambella, that in the city, they will go back to Pinudo, they will go back to Itang, they will go everywhere they want to go. There is no rule in Gambella. The problem is that.
I think KP, to answer to that is the refugee are refugees. They are not prisoners. In Nairobi, you can see there's a lot of refugees just loitering in Isli in Nairobi, who are Sudanese and who are Ethiopian.
Yeah, but the political situation in Nairobi is stable enough, and refugees know that if they mess, there are consequences. So you can't compare because Kenya is very stable.
We need that now.
KP, can I ask how many?
Wait. Okay, I'll take the question.
In Western Kenya, KP, how many times did the intruders come with the explosive thing who are not actually Kenyan? How many times?
I don't think I remember case.
Here's the case. How many times? No, guys. KP, we have to be honest. How many times the Somali people, like, they intrude into Kenya and then they bring in explosive things with,
Okay, not in Western Kenya, in Nairobi.
No, I'm saying in Northeastern.
Okay, many times.
Many times. Did the Kenyans take arms and go and attack people in Isli or in Garissa?
The Kenyan government has a military to do this.
Exactly. Even the Ethiopian military have the things to do it. But the Gambella people have another agenda apart from what you
Can I have a suggestion?
Can you guys pay me for overtime now?
Yes.
I think now you have to pay me for overtime. Yeah.
KP, can I have a suggestion, please?
Okay, please.
Well, I think you're almost concluding your show. But 29 or whatever it is, decided to open up the Pandora box again. So I don't think that we are here to drag the old discussions endless. We came here for a solution, and we are almost getting there. But there is someone who is not satisfied with the solution, and he wants to impose his own views on the discussion. So I would think you really just need to stand your ground rather than being accused of bias, which is not the case. So the people of Gambella are tired of refugees. If you are not tired of refugees and you still want to claim that Gambella belonged to South Sudan, which is not true, 1902 was the border demarcation. There was no an exchange that you say. We know the history. I can even teach you history if you want of Gambella. So
Can I say something?
These ups and downs. Let's just close this chapter. The solution is refugees need to go, and for a reason that we want them to go, because we want peace in Gambella. We want development in Gambella.
Thank you.
Can I say something?
Yes, keep it short. Harriet, keep it short.
Yeah, so I think that is what we want to do.
KP, if
Let's
you can
stand
read
your
it,
ground and close this chapter.
KP, if you can read it, please. You can, please.
If I can read it? Okay.
KP, can I say something?
Okay, Harriet, say. Okay, Harriet, speak. It's time for Harriet. Harriet, speak.
Can you make it large?
Okay, please.
Janu, send it to my inbox. I will read it later.
I think Janu, you don't want a peace in Gambella. I don't think so. You are from Gambella. Maybe you are from refugees because right now you make problem here. The problem, we need only solution. Please, brother, can you say anything? Why you bring a lot of things, people can read.
Harriet,
the solution.
Give us your point. Don't go after him because then he will go after you and then Gam will go after you and then we're going to spiral.
Casey, it's better you can close the show. Maybe we can go on tomorrow because no solution. Because the thing we wanted refugees to move. Gambella can be peace. We want a peace. Thank you so much, brother, for your time.
Okay, thank you. I think I tried. I'm Kenyan. I'm Kenyan, so
We love Anua people, okay?
Yeah.
All the Nuer, we love Anua people. And we love the Dinka people.
It's okay. It's okay.
We have
No.
Dinkas here. We love
Okay,
the
okay.
Dinka.
Okay, now it's my time to speak. I'm Kenyan. Kenya is safe. Nairobi is safe. Homa Bay is safe. So I'm safe on both ends. I was just trying to be the middleman, because sometimes we need someone to stand as the bridge for, to extend both hands. I tried this, at least I think in my mind should be the last day. The solution that came is refugees. I know, Janun, you're not satisfied. We can share that at personal level. I can look through the document. But I think the overwhelming solution is the refugees to leave. Now, my take as a Kenyan, as an unprofessional Kenyan, the only solution would be Ethiopian Nuer and the Ethiopian Nuer and the Ethiopian Anuak to stand on one side. Nuer refugees and Anuak refugees on one side. That way, we can have peace in Gambella or Pinudo, the Ethiopian section, because both Anuak and the Nuer in Ethiopian soil speak the same language. Then the refugees will go back knowing very well that us as the our Anuak brothers have said it's better for us to go. The Nuer will also feel our Nuer brothers have felt it's better for us to go. So as they go back, they don't go back with any tribal hatred. This is I think is the only solution. Anything else, I think will only lead to Nuer refugees in the US, Anuak refugees in the US, in Australia, in Kenya, and home that you're fighting for will remain a battlefield. And the moment your kids don't go to school, they will only have the animalistic strength in them. And fighting is the only language they will know. When they get a chance to go to school, they will reason differently. They will not be convinced to pick up the arms. As I close this, the last day, please pay me for overtime. Click on the link there on my TikTok.
Let me tell you this. There are no refugees. They don't cause problems in Gambella. And they are not in Gambella.
Sonia, let's not have.
I will share everything with you, KP.
Okay, Sonia, listen. Let's not have the bad refugees and the good refugees, because then we are going to have the good tribe and the bad tribe.
Tell the truth. That's what we want here. We need the truth. We don't need
I want Ethiopians to stand on one side and refugees on one side. This is the only way.
We will not stand in one side with these Nuers because they always cause problems.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. Please click the link on my TikTok. If you click that link, you will get my GoFundMe. Please pay me my overtime on my GoFundMe and share it with your friends. If you are in Minnesota, if you are in Minnesota,
Everyone is opposing me to marry.
That is so sarcastic.
Okay. I think.
And what? You're gonna kill my son?
I think we're done. We're done with the discussion. Okay, I think I'm going to disconnect everyone, then I can speak, because now you guys are giving me a headache.
Yeah, please do that.
Please, I'm going to disconnect everyone.
I just want to say thank you so much for your time. And then if you open tomorrow, you have to keep an order because it's not worthy to entrap everybody.
Thank you. If you are in Minnesota, listen, if you're in Minnesota, my t-shirts are in Minnesota. Contact me and I'll tell you where you can buy them to support me.
Okay, I will contact them.
Okay, cool. If you're not in Minnesota, just click the link on my TikTok. There's GoFundMe. Either donate something or share with your friends. Go to YouTube, watch at least one documentary. and share one. That way I will feel at least appreciated for staying up for 3
Where are
days.
the t-shirts in Gambella or in Addis?
Oh, no, I only sent bulk to Minnesota because they wanted them in bulk. In Gambella, there's nothing. If you're in Kenya, you can buy. In Gambella,
Don't say that you're going to marry my cousin. Let me tell you like that. This guy is talking.
Please, can we close this?
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for your support. Thanks for listening. The solution is the Ethiopians on one side, where the Nuer Ranywak, the refugees on one side, where the Nuer Ranywak. Until we meet another day, my name is KP Jalua Broad, Luo Ambassador, East and Central Africa. I am a Luo documentary filmmaker, so make an attempt to go watch my documentaries. And I hope if there is any other issue, we meet again some other day. Thank you so much. I'll be ending this live in the next 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much and have a lovely night. Bye-bye. The one person watching here on YouTube, I think you're amazing. You're the only one watching me to the very end. I really, really appreciate you. I hope if you get a chance, you watch one of my documentaries. I don't know who you are, but you're a lovely person. Thank you so much and have a lovely night. It's now 3:36. I have to sleep. Bye-bye.